They want to now maybe settle with Baba behind. You get? They don't want to do it, and even if they do it, they don't want us to know the results. They don't want to post the
You,
results.
you, you, you are very. That's why I say God bless you.
That's why they want court order. That's what they want Baba to do. That Baba, if we give you this DNA, you will not. Nobody will hear it. It's going to be in between the both family. That's what they want to do.
And
Sorry,
like I said,
sorry
guys,
about
there are
Pete.
non-Nigerians listening, and they are picking up the facts. They are picking up the informations they need. Don't worry
Pete,
about if she's crazy or not. Yeah, go ahead, please.
brother. You know what? I like the way you have a conversation because you're very calm, and she was giving more in regards to her. Yes, she's talking, but it's very clear that a lot of the things she's saying didn't make sense to me. But I like the way you just kept on digging herself into more. And for those that are smart, they picked it up. Where I even picked it up is when she's telling me that the blow on someone's face and the swelling on someone's face can be from anything, can be from mosquito bite. But like, how does that make sense? If
Or
you're
from running around.
if you're investigating something and a lot of the people there have swollen eyes, like any investigator can say, something suspicious is going on here. That's how they do it everywhere. Why would you tell me it can be, go and ask police? Every time you ask her a question that had to do with investigative tactics or she'll say, go and ask the police. So that tells me the police are somewhat embedded in this thing as well. Something is going on, and it's very fishy. Because when they ask you, you're not. If I say, okay, then why this? She'll be like, go and ask the police. I'm not the police.
Thank you. It's like protection.
So at the end of the day, for you to tell me that you're already known, you already are satisfied or calm to the point that you know that even go to the police. What are they gonna do? It tells me as a jury, if I'm in the jury box, that tells me this thing go foul that to the police. And it makes sense too, because when they asked a certain individual, okay, who by, if you were to say who by, she didn't say nurse. Where this is where Tolani, I wanted to ask her a question and say, okay, you are defending this in so vehemently. When they asked the simple question, who by, she didn't say nurse. She didn't say anybody. She said, when the autopsy come out, go and figure it out. Come on, man. We could make. Come on, man. I go school now. My papa tried now. What are we talking about?
You see, these concerns you have raised only works, it will only be applicable in a working system. Not a system where the police is not even interested in investigating an homicide case, where a dead body is taken to a police station and they chase them away
with a dead body.
And they chase them away. Like in all these concerns you have raised, of course now even a 10-year-old would reason along with this line, but all this, the police will just see and just switch their nose.
I asked Tolani a question.
Pete, my brother. With the moment she was saying that, I was hoping that you would be like, okay, no problem. They've put her in a box, a 4x4 box. They asked a potential hypothetical question. Isn't that the place and avenue that should point out the person or lead us in the direction of the person that did it? So that puts all Tolani's articulation to shambles, because they asked, it is this person. Simple.
Sorry. One thing I got from Tolani, when I asked her a question, I said, do you believe that Wunmi was not involved in the killing of Mohbad? And she said no. And that is solely because she is not there. She was not there. She believed Wunmi is a suspect, and she rightly said it. Everybody in that house is a suspect. So I asked her, why are you fighting so much for her like this? Because she's a woman. That is the dumbest reason
I've ever heard.
The dumbest reason I've ever heard. Because she's a woman. Imagine you're standing for somebody knowing that there is no 100% proof that this woman is innocent. And you're standing for her because she's a woman.
Yeah. She was clear. That's why she did it. That's why she was coming. That's why she was coming after Pete.
Forever. Forever.
Talking to Pete. Pete.
Forever.
Do you
Forever.
know?
Pete.
I prove it to you, Pete. Sorry.
Sorry, D1. Based on forever question, because I jotted it down, was why I came at her strongly and I said, Tolani, I put it to you. I want you to listen to me. I put it to you that you are closer to Wumi than any one of us on this platform. You have discussed with Wumi. You know what killed Mohbad. Did you see her say no? She affirmed and she
didn't. She was silent. She was very silent.
And silence means agreement. I
Yeah.
said, you know the circumstances, what happened that day, and now Mohbad was killed. I didn't say
silent too.
how Mohbad died.
Yep.
I said how Mohbad was. Well, you guys go and listen to our
no,
discussion.
I listened,
You will see
I
that
listened.
you can, when you engage people with a little bit of calmness, you will get what you are looking for. And I said the rumors that made people to say we are asking for DNA is based on the fact that people are looking for motive. And if based on the closeness that she has with Wumi, she should advise her. I suggest she should advise her to go and do the needful. Do you see her answer? She says she will do it
When the time comes.
when the time
The time
comes.
is right.
When the
But
time is
sir,
right.
with that,
With that answer,
It could be
the
10 years-
time will never
it
be
could be
right
10
for them.
years from now.
The time will
That's
never
it.
be right for them.
Exactly.
She knows
That's
what
the
she's
point.
doing.
These are points. These are points. These are very cogent and important points. And that
But-
and to make the matter worse, she now asked me a question. She said, if you are in her shoes, can you do DNA for your children?
Yep.
Which I answered yes, right? She said, for me, Tolani equals to Wumi. I will not do it. And even if I do it, I will not post it online. I see, go on, piece by piece by piece. This is how a judge comes to judgment. You have
but
to, because
sir,
nobody
with
will
Baba record, with what Baba was saying there, if you calculate it, Wumi was 2 months gone already before telling Baba that she's pregnant. In that 7 months that Wumi was telling Baba she's looking for pregnant, Wumi was 1 month gone. So Wumi go close to Baba so that Mo can accept that pregnancy easily.
Did you guys see?
He wants
you
to
guys
use
see-
Baba as a weakness. She wants
Did
to
you-
use Baba as a
Yes.
weakness that
Did you
So that
guys
Mo
see-
will
Made
not
an
even
effort.
notice what was going on.
wait
Wumi
a
was
minute.
2 months gone.
Wait a minute. Did you put gun on Tolani heads to give you these big facts?
No,
It's
we've heard it
because
several
you're here
times.
now.
in
You've
Sapis.
said it
We've heard
once.
it. Even Baba said it himself. We've had.
Wumi was 2 months gone.
We've heard it several times. We have.
Okay. But now you heard the voice note where she was convincing the man, pleading with the man to drop the DNA.
We have. In fact, it was when she
Thanks to
started
God.
playing this voice note on her that people called Baba to warn him to stay away from her. You understand? Because she's been
Thanks
playing
to
this
God,
voice
she
note
played
as
that
far back
record. At least we hear
and-
this.
as
We hear
September
the
or
truth.
October.
You guys now know why Karimo does not want her to be close to them
She
anymore.
talks too much.
And they thought she's so
Why is
smart.
married?
They
It's
belie-
not
they
even the
believe she-
reason.
they
The
believe
reason
she's-
is that the reason is that she started to, because Karimot made that she made that complaint in her post that Ofemo Iya Oshojo Sholo. She
Yeah.
paint this familiarity with Wumi. You understand? Like, wanting to act as a big sister.
Yes, like
One-
Wumi mother.
One adopted,
Okay,
adopted mother.
can I
So-
ask a question? Could it be that there is a big hand? There's a big hand controlling the entire synergy among them.
Listen, Pete. You already know the answer to that question. At the end of the day, when police wants to investigate or when anything wants to happen, I promise you, if there is no big hand in it, it would have been done. Done. This case would have been done. right? But there's a big player controlling this whole thing. It's as simple as that. Pete, you are educated. Why? Let me ask you a question. Why are we talking to the people? Why are the okay? My question is: I want to play devil's advocate and act as if I'm stupid. Why are we putting the people that have alibis as suspect? Please tell me what investigation that you have seen in your lifetime where the person that has an alibi, in koko shele bi emi o ma sin be mo ma pada wa ni ijo keji mo agba bag mi. How is that person a suspect?
And that was the question I put to her. I didn't hide it. I spoke it straight. I said,
Baba,
will it be because
Emma Bo. Shemon, Baba, Shemon, Koto Shele, Emma Wamo. So it tells me, as someone that just walked in front of school, I did not enter class. I just walked in front. That means that Baba had an alibi. He wasn't there. So how are we crucifying the people that have alibis and constantly talking about the people that have alibis? That's what I want to know. Because I'm tired of this case.
Yeah, hello. I heard somebody saying about who has a big hand in this case. So I just thought maybe let's play a clip of what the police had to say about this case. So just listen, then we can know who has a big hand.
A lot of you are thinking we will not get justice because these people. People have called out Mr. Governor Sanwo-Olu. I mean, so many celebrities have gone on social media calling him out for one thing or the other because of a photo they saw with one of the alleged suspects with the governor. And you have also said that Mr. Sanwo-Olu has called you on Saturday, pledge his support. Could you expatiate on that so that people know that if he's really involved in ensuring that the justice is served concerning this matter? Okay. First, on Friday, I received a call from one of the special advisors to the governor, and was telling me that Mr. Ben, that guy, we do not know him. Don't even have the idea that he's our boy, and that maybe you might be reluctant to protect him. We do not disowned this particular name that has been all over the media, and the governor took calling. In fact, I can say this, that the Elegushi too. Or by Legushi, called to say, see, I do not know this person. Go ahead and do your investigation. So everybody, the people have called.
Okay, so what I have to say about what the police said, when I finish, then other people can contribute. From my understanding of what the police said, that Oba Elegushi called, that we do not know these people. You can continue your investigation. That's a lie, because if you look at the body language of the police since this matter started, they didn't do any investigation. They did not do one single investigation. So that tells us that Oba Elegushi and Lagos State government called the police to tell them not to do any investigation on this matter.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody has something to contribute to that, but that's my observation from what the police had to say about this situation. Everything they said from the beginning of this case, because there was at a point
I get it.
police
I
said,
get it. But
police
now,
said that they were going to involve DSS. We didn't see any of that.
So now, question. See, this thing has been going back and forth.
Yeah.
What is the police saying now?
They're still saying the same thing they've been saying from the beginning.
Which
Which is what he just said now. What he
Mr.
just
Pitt,
said now.
what is your question about the police now?
No, you know, after you are doing a case for 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, you should tell us at least this is the report. This is the progressive report. Is there any progressive report?
So when, as at December, when this case got to the ordinary president in Abuja,
Okay.
an activist, Berekete, I think do you know him? Do you know him, Mr. Pitt?
I know Ahmed. I know Ahmed very well.
So he made an attempt to make a follow-up on the case, called the police PRO. And the key response the police PRO gave him that day on live radio is that they have concluded their investigations, even got into court. Like, our investigations easily concluded just like that. Our investigations rounded even after court trials, even after a court judgment. Sometimes the investigations can still go on.
Is there any timeline for the so-called toxicology? Do they say it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
As of December, they said 10 weeks. So from our counting now, I think we are in the 5th week or 6th week. We are in the 6th week now.
So you got 1 more month to.
Yes, we have 4 more weeks. We're counting by weeks.
I think you guys can go and do it with your analysis.
Sorry. 20 days more. On the 15th of next month, today is 25th. On the 15th of next month, there will be coroner inquest where the cause of death of Mohbad will and must be established.
Okay.
Yes, in the next inquest.
Thank you, Papariano. That's a good information. Okay, so for me, I'm following this case. I'm very interested. I want to know how Nigerian police can, investigate a homicide case for 6 months, and there won't be any. We'll get to the bottom of it. But pending that time, I will just appeal to everybody to please take it easy. Don't let your emotions and anger take the best of you when you're engaging the other person. Let us ask questions without insulting.
It's okay. Let's not over iron those things. Let people get crazy.
We cannot take it easy. We need
Let
to
people
put
get
more
crazy,
pressure.
emotions.
We need to
However,
put more pressure.
everything is part of it. There's one thing that motivates me, especially in this case, is the fact that people, I want them to see that this corruption we are talking about is real. Not everybody will believe that. Like, somebody can be killed and in a very obvious way, and yet it still becomes difficult to get justice. So let them use their emotion, let them get hurt. So that when we now say that, yes, we want to get things right, then everybody will be ready for what we have to do. Then they will understand how they've been hurt. They'll understand the disappointment. They'll understand that the system is not meant to help the people. Then the people will have to crush the system. All the great empires in the world were always brought down by the people, the citizen. So we will keep pushing what we consider right and correct. We want it to be established. Okay, we just need more people. And if you look at the case of Funshaw Williams, the same mistake that was done in his death, whereby they say out of the officers who came to protect him, they came to protect Funshaw Williams. So one of the officers used Funshaw Williams' phone to contact another officer at the time of the incident. But now, the police who investigated,
Really?
Yes, I read it here yesterday. I always read it here. So the police who investigated it, they arrested their suspect, but they were unable to establish a call log. So the Justice Adebanjo of the State High Court, he said the police have not brought sufficient evidence before them that they can use to prosecute the 6th witness that was brought. So that if the police had done a better job, yes, but with what they have, a prima facie has not been established. And so as a result, they are hereby acquitted of all charges. So they released everybody that was suspected after 8 years of trial. So in this particular case right now, there's so many gadgets, so many evidences that are flying, but we are seeing a continual trend of the police avoiding to chase after these evidences, to catch after these evidences. And that is why, from the way I look at things, I said that let us bring in private investigators. And for me, it's not even all about whether police can catch the killers. First, we want to know how this crime was committed. That's my utmost interest. How was this crime committed? What killed Mohbad? If they like Funshaw Williams now, the autopsy showed that he was strangled to death. That the dagger, the rope, everything that was put around him and the blood bleeding, that all those things was a distraction. They had already strangled him to death before they now put all those things around to cause distraction. That's how they killed the PDP candidate, Funshaw Williams. So, in this particular case, we don't want these kids. I mean, everyone, I know some of them are not kids, but from the way they operate, I don't think their brain is good enough for me to call it. I mean, for me to see them as real, reasonable adult. From the way they have conducted themselves so far in this investigation, it's an embarrassment. And so, as a result of that, people have got to wake up, and they will wake up only when they understand the situation, only when they get involved. If people don't get involved, if one man is speaking, one man is shouting, it will be like, oh. They will easily spot out that one man, arrest him, castigate that, incarcerate that one person. And people will continue their life because they don't even know for what reason why you were even incarcerated. We saw what happened to Fela, how this man was persecuted in this country. All right? And so many, several individuals. From the moment you have issue with government, you cannot get justice. This is what they are making us to understand here. And we have to begin to devise means, even in their tactics. We must know that it's just what any of us can do. What those governments are doing, like I've always been saying, it is not just because it's them. It is part of our own way of life, oppression. A greedy way, one person feels so superior. All right? So let us all suffer it. If we don't suffer it, we will not know that it is not a good thing. And so that we'll begin to learn from there. And that's why a case like this, if possible, is a case that deserves the involvement of even 1/10 of the Nigerian citizens. For them to watch and see and learn a lot. There is so much, a lot of lesson to learn from a case like this. And that is why I've chosen to focus on the educative part of it. You ask questions, you listen, you see how someone may want to try to even protect a crime. People commit crime and go scot-free. But it is the job of the investigators and the criminologists and the experts to detect their crime. Section 4A of the police regulation says it is the police duty to prevent and to detect crime. But are they really exercising those duties? Sometimes they will see crime like this, they look on the other side. Sorry. Like the audio you played the other time, like the way Benjamin Hundeyin was speaking there. He was speaking like, they were requesting order from the Oba before they do whatever they have to do. It was no longer about their job. It was just like about whatever they are told to do is what they will do. And this is the true reality that we are facing. How do we resolve this? How do we resolve it? To get everybody involved. And I'm happy that everybody is involved. You will get witch. So they use your witch. Let us see what you can achieve. Let everybody try. Use your emotion. Do everything. If you are hurt, be hurt. Let us all be in it. And so that when we now gather again, maybe later we converge again sometime, maybe after now, maybe 1 year, maybe 3 years later, and we say, don't we think that we need a good leader? Don't we think that we must get things right? Maybe then we can have more reason to understand each other and to get things right. So for me, that is my own area of concentration, because I found out that people are not awake. They are not just awoken. They are only awoken when they are hurt.
I have a question for you, Papayano.
Then they get hurt.
I have a question for you, Papayano.
Ask any question. Go on.
That lady said something that has been disturbing my mind.
All right. Go on.
She said the reason why justice is not coming quickly and why government may not give justice is because the family are not united. Is
That's
that
wrong.
is that something that is written in a bylaw, in a law that says government should not act until the family comes together and says they are
Let me just let me break it down that aside for you. So actually, what they want is this: they want a kind of justice that is going to come in the way the family pleases. For example, let's say the family was together and the mother, the father, all of them were together. This issue of DNA, one, it wouldn't have surfaced because the father may not understand how this crime was committed. The mother of Mohbad might not understand how this crime was committed. But the daughter that their son was married to was so involved in a lot of several things, several tactics, that she could have easily manipulated them just as usual, but she could not manipulate the fans of Mohbad and the Nigerian people who happen to understand what really happened there. Okay, so the fact that she cannot explain categorically by account and by time and by day on how Mohbad died. If you look at it, when Mohbad died, the family did not protest. The father said, God give it, God take it, has given up. Right? The same way, the man never thought about DNA. Sure, the man never thought about DNA. The man never thought about revenging from Mohbad. And none of the family member ever thought about revenging from Mohbad. No, even as the neck was broken. But it takes Nigerians to understand that no, this is unacceptable. That whoever that did this, we must find them out. And the Nigerians got themselves involved. The outcry of the Nigerian people, the government know that they had to quickly respond. It was becoming out of control. And individuals like Namali Sam Larry and some people, I mean, they were already becoming like unsafe to be able to step on, on the land. And in fact, let's say at the time, the name of this Oba was mentioned at the time. Believe me, he would have been out of the state, would have been out of Lagos State here. So that the pressure, the momentum of that time is what led to the intervention of human rights activists like Falana. In fact, Falana's daughter has already written to the coroner. Okay, before even the daughter went to Falana, we were calling on Falana, calling on so many human rights activists. Okay, so but because Falana was the most profounded person that we all were calling on, and so that lady, she took, like she wanted to feel like, okay, they are calling on Falana, right, to come and rescue, to come and save them, right? Now let me go and employ that Falana. You know this kind of stuff.
So was Baba Mohbad carried along by the because she,
no. Wait. Let me break it down to you. So I don't want to carry you along. When I say she took the other wing, she took the shortcut to go and play Falana, so that Falana will work for her instead of the public. So whoever is behind her and her, they cut that demand that the public first demanded for Falana. Falana has acted. The daughter of Falana was the first person to write to the coroner inquest,
okay, telling
the coroner to investigate the death. The coroner accepted that. We have read it several times here on this platform. When they argue, they say, oh, it was Wunmi who went to Falana and Falana went to coroner inquest. It never happened like that. The daughter of Falana was the first person to request, and before it was that same week, the following like 2 days, the next day or 2 days later, then Wunmi run to Falana. When they see that action, they feel like Falana is involving himself. They must quickly take an action. She get. So now, her going to Falana is when Mohbad passed, the way everybody, the outcry, everybody wanted his involvement, and so she began to feel unsafe when she had Falana. and she had that. She see the way the people were so determined. So the best option for her was to quickly go and meet Falana for defense. And that is why she was unable to inform the family. And you see that, yeah, she know that she's incriminated already. She knows that her actions were incriminating one. If she was innocent, what she would have done, she would have called the father. She would have seek the counsel of the father on what to do. And if we look at her conversation, Wumi said, when Wumi was discussing with one kid like that on an interview, where the kid asked Wumi that when last did you call your father-in-law? And Wumi responded. Wumi said that after my husband was buried, I called Baba, I talked to him, but like what he was saying, what Baba was saying was not making sense. And then he stopped calling him. Then he didn't call him ever since then, until the later end when she called the man and threw so many insults and threats on the man. So she didn't seek the counsel of that man, but instead, it's like she has called. That's why it would have been better for us to ask that man at the time Wumi called you. What? Because Wumi said she called the man. So what did Wumi tell you, Baba? It is good for us to know, because I don't want to fast forward. Did Wumi discuss Falana with him? I don't know. Before Wumi went there, I don't know. But Wumi just said that Wumi said he wasn't making any sense, so he abandoned the man. Yeah, but I think it was a wrong step for him not to consult the family on what to do, rather than taking step. And if you look at it right now, right? If you look at who even really bring in an outsider to destroy this family right now, she's the one. Falana in this case is not the family member. When something happened, you should have run to the family member and have the issue resolved within the family, right? So going to Falana without consulting Baba is coming to cause issue in the family. Did the family put hand together to tell you to go bring Falana? Did the family tell you they cannot resolve it by themselves? Why did you go straight to Falana?
So from day one, they didn't have a common front. From day one, by going,
after Mohbad's death, there were some complications, okay, but it didn't materialize until some later time. I mean, there were already some displeasure on her bringing Falana. Baba was displeased, according to what were told, that Baba didn't want to be part of the council that she has proposed that had come to her. Probably because after some discussion, Baba might have realized some certain things which they want him to say. Because as lawyer, they will take his information. They will want to tell him, don't say this, don't say that. So maybe those things didn't go well with Baba. And so Baba may not want to castigate, Falana and all of those stuff right now. But I believe that for the man to have left that council, that was the first big step. Because if the daughter-in-law would have consulted the man directly and tried to resolve things, but she chose to go and bring an outsider, and when outsiders begin to come into that family right now, then things went ajar. And so who is to be blamed right now? Who is to be blamed is still those of you who were responsible for whatever that happened to Mohbad, not the father. Everything, the support, the social media, whatever, everything we are requesting for, it is what she should have done rightly by taking time explaining to the father what really happened. But she lied to the father. The circumstances that we later unravel show that she lied to the man. Said that Mohbad went to the show and Mohbad had a fight. Mohbad had a fight. Yeah.
Pariano, sorry. I just want to be the devil's advocate here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If your wife give birth to a child for you, and you do the naming ceremony, and you call the very big musician, and you were spraying money, and you were very happy, and your father-in-law was in the gathering and overheard somebody say, don't mind him, that child is not his child though. That woman has that child for another person. Will you expect your father-in-law to tell you to ask for DNA or not? And if he asks for DNA, will you give him the DNA?
You mean when I am alive?
Yes.
If I am alive, it will be more of my own decision. It will be more of my own decision.
Good.
Because I will want to resolve it between me and my wife.
Okay, so if at the end of the day, your wife cannot give you, says, I don't owe anybody any explanation, won't you as a man want to do DNA to ascertain if that child is actually yours, if the rumor is so much?
Yeah, sure. As long as I have the custody of that child, I will do. Even without going to court, as long as I have the custody.
So is it wrong if, because Mohbad is no longer alive, is it wrong for any member of his family or any of his friend or anybody who really who is concerned about Mohbad to want to determine, based on the rumor, the actual truth about the child, if the child is Mohbad's or not?
And there's a problem that we have here, is that it is not a bad thing, okay? But what matter is how the process of getting it was how did the person initiated the request, okay? Because how you requested for it a matter.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, how you requested for it, I think matters. So yeah, because if you requested in a friendly way, in an amicable way, okay, or if you requested it in a peaceful way and in the best interest of that child, I think it is understandable that yes, for the best interest of this child, as a family or on behalf of my deceased son, there's so many accusations, this and that, on this son. I want us to have a DNA done on this child and clear out all of this thought. So if it is requested, and again, it is up to the two parties to come into such agreement.
Okay, so I get that point. But in a case where now it is going to do two things, it's gonna do two things at the same time. Number one, it's going to either eradicate or ascertain motive for murder. That's number one. Then number two, it's going to eradicate or ascertain the paternity itself, and it's going to eradicate shame on behalf of the innocent child. Won't you want that woman, if that woman is your sister, won't you say, please just go and do it? Won't you advise?
It will eradicate shame. That one is acceptable, the moral aspect of it. But the first one, motive, I don't think that is correct.
Okay.
Yes, in the sense that, a cause of death has to be established, and then the cause has to be connected to somebody before looking for the motive. Motive means whatever you do, what reason, what compel you to do it, what is the reason? Okay, if you have not done something, how can I check the reason why you do it? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
You may have so many reasons to do something, but you didn't do it. Yeah, so why don't I let you do something? Then I ask you the reason why you did do it. Now, the cause of death of Mohbad is very, very important. Autopsy. What killed Mohbad? That is the most important thing. Once that has been unraveled, then now, who are the suspects? If Mohbad died of poison, and I want to investigate who cooked for him, if the wife cooked, if the brother cooked, anybody who cooked, all of them are suspect. Now, I want to check the different reason why they could have poisoned. If I see that Mohbad, because they say Mohbad ate Indomie. So if I see that Indomie upon investigation after autopsy, that Indomie was poison. Now, I have so many suspects. I ask them questions. Who poisoned it? Okay? So let me say at the end of the day, after cross-examination, I find out that one person poisoned it. Let me say the wife. Then now, after I find out that, then now I want to check different reasons why she could have done so. Could it be because of the money? Could it be because this child does not belong to this guy? Because nobody on earth will kill the father of their first child. All right? Could it be because of that? Could it be because of that? Now, first of all, I have attached her to something. But you don't attach her to a particular crime. You cannot just establish motive without a cause of death. Without attaching her to a cause. For example, what that means is this, right? Like, the police cannot just, like, you cannot just conduct a DNA. Let me say you conduct DNA right now, and DNA shows, let's say DNA shows negative. DNA may show negative that child is not Mohbad child, but that does not mean she killed Mohbad. You have to be able to establish something convincing. Either you see her on the act, either there's somebody with testimony. We call it admissible evidence in court. What evidence do the police have? For example, like me now, when I always call Wunmi, I attach Wunmi to negligence. If I want to follow, because there are two stories here. There's the first story that says Mohbad died on Monday. If that be the case, then Tuesday, nurse coming, all those stuff, they are just distraction. If I look at the Monday case, maybe Mohbad died from the show. He didn't even survive back home. Then I want to check what killed him. Was it stabbing? Was it this? Was it that? Was it drug overdose? What happened? I will investigate that. So cause of death is very, very important. Autopsy that is coming out next month on the 15th. And like as I've said, next month inquest is likely going to be the end of an inquest. But that does not mean now the family, after they have seen whatever the police present, whatever the medicals present to us in the upcoming month, they can now go for their own autopsies and their own toxicology. Whenever it come out, no matter what government have done, they can always, because I read it, they can always reopen an inquest. They will have to apply to the district, to the coroner of that district, that new evidences have been unraveled that was not uncovered in the previous inquest, and which will alter a great change in the decision or in the decision that was established. So, like they want to revoke the cause of death that was established in the inquest. So they feel like they have more evidence to show that this is what killed this person. So they want an inquest on that, to be able to unravel that, to follow through that path. So there's always a chance for this. But the reason why all of us were requesting for at least the family, as things stands now, the family of Mohbad don't have an autopsy. They don't know what killed Mohbad. They don't have their own private autopsy. We were advocating for that in a case like this, don't only rely on the government. Fight hard within the court. The court is always there for everybody. It is not a tool for anybody to use. Anybody who knows their way, they will go through the court with valid reason and with previous judgment. Okay, similar cases, judges have attempted to similar cases before, and then they will let it go. They will let it go through. They will accept it. You should be looking for a way to win. Looking for a way to win, every way to win. Don't just relax. The same government, the same magomago impartial government that you don't trust, suddenly you are trusting them. That's why I was having issue with Berekete. That we expect you who have known about this government, you know how this country function. We expected us to go our own route of private autopsy. Since they give us, when Berekete called the Commissioner of Information of Lagos State, Benga Motoshan, it was so disheartening that Benga Motoshan opened his mouth and was saying, you know what, Mohbad sample was sent abroad and it is on the queue. After September to February, after more than 5 months of waiting, we thought they were working. When they were called by Berekete, they said and the sample was on the queue. That please we should give them 10 weeks. And when we go and make inquiry, we found out that 8 to 10 weeks that they told us is a normal time for, toxicology to be done, even in complicated, cases. Now, people should know something, right? Autopsy, toxicology, there is no always constant date or time. The kind of death matters. If it is so mysterious, for example, a dead body that you went to find in a place maybe 1 month later, okay, that a lot of things, a lot of natural conditions has caused it to undergo some changes. The way such body will be examined is not the same way a body that does that in your present right now that you can witness. It's not the same amount of time that you will apply. People should understand this things. So it is not constant. So in this particular death, there are so many things. Pathologists and examiners, before they do their autopsy, that's why an inquest is on. They want to get some information, the history. What can somebody tell us that happened at least, so that we know where and where to examine. They cannot just examine everything about Mohbad body. That can take them years. If they want to uncover what Mohbad each 5 months ago, 1 year ago, they can be doing more of those things. It will take them years. But they want to work around some certain informations. They always need history. Okay, so that's what I found in the archive. So I don't know whether this has answered any of the.
Yes, Papa, you have answered them. But I just want to. I really appreciate all this. It's not only you. All these discussion, right, left, and center.
Yeah.
You know one thing that this is doing for the Nigerian youth.
No.
It is enlightening and educating them. Before Mohbad's death and discussion about Mohbad's death, if you go online, the only programs and shows that you see Nigerians doing is somebody talking about their genitals or Okwatubu. That's what people were talking about. Abusing each other's father, somebody caused them in London, abused them in Brooklyn. That was all that fracas, yeah. And but since this has happened, a lot of our youths have been
even Yeye Kudi, queen of fracas.
a lot of our people have diverted their energy into constructive, discussions and into agitations to know that the government should work better. And you see all those questions I ask you, I know the answers, but I need to ask them so that people can learn. You see, we don't know what God is doing sometimes when evil happen. We sometimes when God says in all things we should give thanks to Him. This has opened up a lot of Nigerian high, and it has also shown to us that we should be careful. It has also shown to us that you see no crime will go unpunished. People should not think they can kill people and it will never come to light. I'm going to drop at this point because I need to go do my work.
All right, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
But the reality is that
good man. That was a good man. You see, Tolani is still listening to you. I don't know why Tolani. You will always come here. Oh yeah, come up now. Make a scene. Come up, Tolani. Come up. Tolani, you did something.
Was dead. Many artists, Olamide, some posted around 2 p.m., 1:30.
On the 11th or on the 12th?
On the 12th.
On the 12th?
Yes.
Do you have such evidence? Can you show us?
I have them downloaded on my phone because I went through all social media and I found I found it.
Can we get it? Yeah, bring it.
Okay, I can show you. Let me go send it to you. 1 minute.
Yeah, get a second phone. So anyway, let me process my mind before you bring it. So again, this is what we are saying. Another banger. So what we were told was that the nurse came there around 1 p.m. So if Mohbad was already been declared dead by some musician around that same 1 p.m. eh, 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 eh. She was saying, I don't remember the time. It was like 1 p.m., something like that. Okay. But the police said 2:30 p.m. was when the nurse came. Nurse, where's Lenchi? Lenchi, make a say Lenchi be online. Make a tell her, make it come. But Lenchi is not online. Now Lenchi now go follow talk about the nurse. I want move on contention. But again, maybe Okmo Masu finally, Okmo Masu, move the watch. So the nurse is still a very big game changer. If the nurse has a vital information, I swear, they're not going to release that nurse. I mean, anybody will build that nurse. The nurse will be the joker. The nurse will be the nurse will be the last joker. The nurse will be the last joker. And who even know? Okay. No Allah. No Allah. I'm not going to talk. Mo ni sorrow. Wahala. Wahala. I don't know why Baba team are requesting for the nurse. I don't think they need the nurse. I don't think so. If you think so, please let us discuss. Because the one that you've got spending prime ball, how did you squeeze them to get information? You've got two. You can't squeeze that two to get information. Is it the last one, the last joker that you will squeeze? I don't understand. Or she one run you one pick manipulate why are you guys asking for the nurse? If you not see write to the court. Go for Darusha, lower Darusha. Nurse was not there when they killed Mohbad. Go, we want to know what happened. Those who were there before Mohbad died. They're very fine. For writ of summon to have been granted, it means they have cleared the argument that Baba doesn't have the local standing. True of us. At least
No.
he must have submitted an application to the court. They must have looked into the application.
Yes.
Then now summon the other party.
Yes.
It means he has the right to for hearing to carry the case.
Yes. Yes. He has the right to hearing. You know the way it is. Baba, okay, for example, you want to sue me. You are going to make an affidavit by your lawyer. We state all your case in that affidavit. Then prepare a writ of summon as well and submit the two. So when it gets to a judge that matter is assigned to by the registrar, the judge will look into it and sign it, and they will do all the necessary paper. You know, you have stated your reason, your grounds, the reason why you want to sue me. So the judge it is not at that point that judge will say, do you have right to sue me? When you bring the matter to me, if I get to the judge and I now tell the judge, this man on this matter does not have the right to sue me, it is not his business. The judge will hear my case and then decide if truly you have the right to sue me on it. So if you want to talk about if Baba has local standing to demand for paternity, the people summoned for the case will first appear in presence of the judge. It is the person that is now summoned, who is now the defendant, that the person, when you send a writ of summon to me, you need to reply that writ of summon in writing. You will reply because all the allegations are there. My lawyer will now reply each allegation. If they are 100, we reply each one. You reply it black. They will share you with the person, the applicant that, said, the applicant that said, you want to sue me. Maybe if I feel you don't have rights to sue me, I will state it in my reply to you. Before the judge will say it should come and before the judge sets the date. Now, when you reply, the person that sent the writ of summon in the first place, also have another opportunity to reply as well. And I will reply again. After that two replies, after that two replies, the judge will now set a date for hearing. They will now go to court and they begin to argue that case. But the judge have already seen on the other part that you sent me a writ of summons. I have replied on those allegations. You have also countered me and I've given my last counter. The judge will now, then you start the hearing. That is how it is.
Okay, that is taken. I think people can now understand the process. So there is one thing I wanted to. Okay, you see, another thing that is disturbing is this, that if as things stands now, they have gone to court and it was said that the man doesn't have the local standing, okay, to make such a request. And if Wunmi win, right, believe me, the information will come out. It will not be through her, but it will leak. It will come out through somehow to get to social media. Sure, you get. So
even on that day, there are public at every court sitting. There you can sit there. You just don't make noise.
Yeah, so I don't miss the point. Yes, I don't want to miss my line of thought.
From the judgment, anybody can go and make noise.
So now, the same thing with the legal team, all right? I feel that a lot of things is difficult for them. A lot of things is so difficult for them. And that is where they're supposed to be looking at the potential of the lawyer they are dealing with. Sure, you get.
Yeah, you are right.
Yes, because if you guys are asking this question, you try one, it doesn't work well, okay? Then you want to make your own inquiry, ask 1 or 2 or 3 different lawyer, powerful lawyer, and that's why I'm saying that, like, a lot is happening on the ground in the dark that we don't know. And that's why I'm trying to prevent people from just having so much emotion into this, so you don't get disappointed. Because if there is no way somewhere, and you keep having false expectation, you will get yourself hurt.
But I will tell you something. All your, address has been spot on for me, But this is what I want to say. If at this case, after today, I'm expecting the discussion about yesterday, after it's finalized today on this platform, I've already made my decision, and this is my decision. My personal opinion is, if the public want to sleep well, and some people not to be crying, or some people to feel that they've wasted their efforts, to be blaming themselves over nothing, for people to have stable mental health, for people's mental health not to have been affected, this is what I will say. There is need to have an independent chamber, law chamber, that will take up this case. Not during the inquest, because the inquest will not accept anybody again. But if the inquest finishes, when the matter is going to court, they can apply to the Attorney General of Lagos State that they want to be part of the case, because I do not see the current lawyer of Joseph Aloba doing anything spectacular from what he has done so far. He might be trying, but I think maybe criminal litigation is not his forte. So if it is not his forte, he doesn't have to sweat. He can give it to someone else. There is need for the people to have their own lawyer to go and do the job, come and give feedback, do the job, what they need, you begin to interact. And there is need for Joseph Aloba to have his own lawyer. So whichever way his family, Muiwa, Junadu, anybody, whatever the name is, whichever way they want to do it, that they see deem fit to their family, to be calling someone that have specifically said, this is my son name, and you are still calling the person your wife, to continuously romance suspects, giving excuses, and also casting them and making all sound of fiasco. For the sanity of the public that came out to demand that they want justice for this young guy. And because they want to follow the process the way we know government do a lot of, hanky-panky and all that, they need to have their own lawyer that will protect the interest of the public to get justice. Leave Baba. If he likes, let him have a lawyer. If he likes, don't let him have a lawyer. Don't bother yourself. Because at the end of the day, Baba makes decision based on what he understands. If the public want to be under his decision, the public will continue to get hot. You continue to make noise. Let him have his own lawyer. Let his family, anybody that has a family, let them be talking. But have a lawyer that is responsible to you. All the discussion we talk about, you send it to the lawyer, and the lawyer follows suit. That is the best way to get justice. Because at the end of the day, the death of Mohbad has been assumed to be a foul death, and it has been categorized as an homicide. He was killed. Now, that is a crime against everybody. It's a crime against every citizen of Nigeria. It's a crime against every resident in Nigeria. It's a crime against every human being on the face of the earth. Therefore, for us to have a good society, we want to demand for justice so that we set both judicial precedents, criminal precedents, and a deterrent to anybody who hides in his own cocoon to think they can kill human beings like animal and go scot-free. So you don't need to attach the success of your clamor for judgment, clamor for justice with any other person that do not seem that is in position that you will eventually not like again. So you don't need to put yourself in that. The law has given a room for interested party to be part of this case as the people. So stay away from Baba. If Baba likes, let him get a good judge. If he likes, he listens to people. That is not your problem. But it seems people are more concerned about the death of Mohbad, even more than his family. So in that case, if you are joining Baba's wagon, they will say you are a meddlesome interloper. Kilo kan ti alaba nínú ọ̀rọ̀ ìbejì. Wetin concern your agbero with overload. Let him carry a load. But if you are interested, stay on the lane and walk in that path. That is the best advice I can give to people. At the end of the day, when we now discuss, we begin to argue, we'll be directing our own inquiry to the lawyer that we've said you are fighting for the public. So if Baba lawyer follows you, no problem. At the end of the day, it is the DPP and the Attorney General that leads the prosecution of anybody on a case. It is the suspect against the state, not against the Aloba family. Aloba family are only interested party, just like the public. Now, the local standing for the public to be involved is that this is a crime against the state. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
because we will continue to talk.
Anybody can involve from
I don't see these people. Papariano, these people are not ready to change.
No, it's okay.
They are not ready
to.
to.
It's okay.
So don't waste your time. You know.
Anybody can take the case. I mean, it's through the state. Through the state, anybody can get involved. So it's an open space for anybody through the space. Through the state. Yeah. But now, before then, that's where this problem is, because if we are going to go the route, if we are going to go to the state, right, we will still face basic problem. For example, how do we get new findings? Unless we just want to follow suit with the findings of the state.
New findings of what?
Okay, let's say, for example,
now, Paparano, you see, wait. Let me help you.
Okay, no. I want to establish a ground so that we can work with it. Let's say, for example, now they came out, the nurse kill Mohbad. Okay, nurse spending, prime boy, they are in the criminal court. Okay, so now any individual, any concerned party who is coming to such sitting, for what interest are you coming to make them sentence, convict prime boy, convict spending, or convict the nurse? One, it doesn't make sense. But now people believe that there are some evidence that we could have unraveled, that we could have used to bring in more suspect. But for you to go down that route to get those evidence, one, you will go through autopsy. You will go to telecommunication. So now for you to go through this place, you need the family again.
No, you don't. Babarano, relax. Let me tell you court proceedings. I'm not going to say some things because some people will use it in court. The lawyers that know their onions know what to do. You see, legal matter takes process. You know where
but do you know what I'm talking about? I mean, individual.
I know what you are talking about.
Let's say Papariano lawyer coming right now. Let's say Papariano chamber coming.
No. Paparano, you cannot come in as an individual.
No. See what I'm saying?
Cannot.
Wait. See what I'm saying? Okay. Let us say I am a foundation. Okay, and I have interest in this case. Now, and I write to the DPP of the state. I apply to them. They will give me that space and they approve it. Okay, so I will be part of the prosecution team that will be overseeing the prosecution of prime boy.
You are not overseeing
and the nurse. Not overseeing.
No.
I will not lead. I will not lead. I mean, I will just be part of them. I can give advice.
Thank you.
I can give different. Just like Falana. Just like how Falana was in the Adegoke case.
Thank you very much.
Yes, that one is clear. I get that one. Now, I can come in if the DPP allows me. But what I'm saying is this: if my foundation comes in, or me, my lawyer, not just me, my lawyer comes in through the DPP. Okay. Now, what do I have tangible that I want to use to reverse whatever context or litigation or argument that is going on? What I mean by that is this: the police have charged the suspect, which they think that is going to be sitting for trial. But me, my foundation, think that I don't think nurse killed Mohbad. I think Mohbad died before the nurse came. Okay, and I think that one or two more people through telecommunication, if I go down that route, that I will be able to catch some criminals. So now, how can I just, go to court when I don't have these evidences?
Relax, Papariano. We've discussed this thing.
All right.
You say the same thing we are all talking about here, about telephone analysis and forensic, that we are demanding for. The same purpose that the PI want to do. The same purpose that we want to use any of the suspects to cajole them to give us better information, to save themselves and save our case. It's the same thing you will use. The Baba team do not have monopoly over the forensic. They don't have, because it is not
No,
their
no, no, no.
business.
Okay. See
They
what
don't
I'm saying?
have-
Yes. No, wait.
Just let me finish. Just let me finish. They don't have monopoly over any of the suspects. Anything that will help your case, but this is how you are going to do it. You know, in police investigation, police will say, if anybody has any evidence, let them bring it. Is that not what they always say?
Let's do the prima facie. The prima facie case.
Yes.
And evidence that is irresistible. Okay. Now let us say PI went to telecommunication. Okay, like they have all of this evidence with them. That is good for them to be used. Now, this PI are not just going to be working independently. They will be connected to Baba Mohbad. For example, wait.
They don't have to be connected.
No, wait.
Just
wait. I mean, I want to make it clear.
Why?
This PI,
if they are working for the public,
just wait now. Wait. I mean, I want to help you. Please wait. This PI.
It's me that will help you. No,
okay, wait now. I mean, you have to let me. I see where you are. Okay. I want to tell you where I'm saying I want to help you. Yeah. So this PI, that's private investigator, who have come in. Let's say they are working for Papariano. Okay, they've got this evidence of telecommunication and all of these things. Okay, it doesn't die there. For me to be able to reverse the equation, let's say telecommunication, I hear when 2 or 3 people, they were considering out the killing. Okay, make the nurse give her the injection. Okay, make this one happen. Okay, or I don't kill him. Okay, let us get a nurse. Okay, you see, let's say they've killed this person before the nurse comes. They've killed Mohbad before the nurse come. Let's just assume that. And they were discussing, Mo could just find nurse now, put everything for the nurse head now. Then now, the medicals who went to do autopsy, they come out confirming that there was a nurse. Sure you get? So what I have, the telecommunication evidence that I have, show that there was no nurse. But the examiners who perform autopsy, which they charge the nurse for, is that there was a nurse. So for me to be able to reverse that autopsy or whatever they arrest that nurse for, I need an autopsy report. What do you think? That's what I'm telling you. And you need the family.
Okay, relax.
Because what is your evidence? Just people call.
Wait, Baba. Let me tell you the solution to what you are saying and why I don't need the family. Now, this is Papariano's foundation that is interested in justice for people. And Papariano's foundation got a chamber that is following up a case of murder, which is that of late Mohbad. And they've applied to the DPP, and the court have granted them to be part of the case. And they are helping the DPP. Now, because they are dealing with the DPP, they also have the opportunity to see the evidences the police have gathered so far. And if they look at those evidences and they know they can get more facts, they will make presentation to the police and say, police, with your authority, you can get this, you can get that, you can get this. Do telephone analysis. Police might say we don't have enough fund because they have the equipment. I know they have the equipment in Nigeria. They will say we don't. Don't worry. We are an NGO. We will provide the fund. We have provided the fund. When that fund comes out, you will make copies of it and you will stick where you want them to do and you register it. You give them a copy, you have a copy. It shows you've given them a vital evidence. Now, again, that is for them. I am not clearing the accused yet. I am giving them an opportunity to get more suspects in the first place. Because I know the number of suspects they have are not the total suspect. They might, to me, I might think they are not the real suspect. But somehow they are complicit. But there are other suspects. So doing that telephone analysis is for them to get other suspects that will give the case room. You see, in law, if a case gets to the court and the police feels there are new matter that have arisen and they need to do further investigation, they will tell the judge and the judge will give them time and say, okay, What time do you need? They will apply to the judge. We've seen many new leads according to the investigation that is going. Because on these cases, it's a further investigation. That is why homicide cases are not decided like armed robbery case. It takes a while because there are a lot of things you need to check. And if the court sees it that is valid, they will say continue because they find a lead. The lead they first gave to the judge is, we have seen some evidences that there are other people involved and we want to go after them. You know the one they caught before, they are still there, right? Now, let's go back to the autopsy. Currently, it is only the state that is conducting the autopsy. The family of the deceased have a right to also demand to do a private autopsy, but they have not done it. They are claiming they want to do it. And this is the 7th week. So if the autopsy results or the post-mortem results, which includes the autopsy and the toxicology, comes out and they take it to the coroner, because the coroner have gotten that, it doesn't mean other evidences will not be added to it when they take the matter to court. No. But even when they finish the result, if the family conducts a different post-mortem and they see a difference between it, they will go to court and challenge it, and they will come back to court. That is why the court is there. You get what I'm saying? But whatever result you get,
you said something entirely different from me.
Wait, let me finish. You are talking about the case that you read
if it's me,
Williams.
No.
Williams.
If it's me, if it's me who is coming in, how do I get autopsy to reverse?
I will tell you.
Whatever they have.
I will tell you how you will get autopsy. I will tell you how you get autopsy. Now, what is very critical is the police must link all the suspects to the cause of death. That is when you can actually jail someone. It is one thing to know the cause of death of someone, but it is another thing for you to pin that death on the accused or on the suspect. In the case of Williams, they got the cause of death, picked some suspects, but you did not link the death to them. That was why those people were released, number one. So the job of the police primarily is to link all the suspects to it. Now, if in a case where you say, because Papariano Foundation comes in and you are not a family of the disease, you know, Seth have done his own autopsy. You are also part of the public. I said something earlier. I said the state operates for the people. And it is the people through you that are saying, Mr. State, we don't seem to trust it. You will now go through a court, through your lawyer, to apply that you want to do an independent autopsy. Because you are an interested party in the matter, the court will grant you. You don't need a family. You go through the state. A judge will grant you. Why? Because you've been able to establish, and the court has already granted you to be a party in the matter. Because you are a party in the matter, the state will avail you all their resources to ensure that you, as an interested party, on behalf of a group of people from the public, have every information they have. You see, in law, if you have any evidence, you must share it with the defendant.
Aristocrat,
the same way, you are part of the prosecuting team.
The issue we have here,
you are part of the prosecuting team.
The issue we ask here, if I'm not comfortable, no, just wait. I mean, saying an individual, can request for an autopsy of. You
are not an individual.
No, just wait.
You are representing an NGO.
I can represent. I can be an interested party, but okay, me and my lawyer already. Shows an interest. Me and my lawyer have an interest in the case. All right. Me and TikTok.
And you've been granted to be part of it.
My lawyer is representing TikTok. Yes, my lawyer is representing TikTok. So
he's representing Papariano Foundation. Don't be jumping about. Stay on one.
That's what I'm saying. Papariano Foundation. Yes, my lawyer is representing Papariano Foundation. Yeah. So my lawyer, whom is not related to the disease. To what right have I got to
Papariano, you are not listening.
Know the cause of death of somebody I'm not related to?
Let me go back again.
When the state has already done it.
Papariano, relax. You see, Papariano, you are not getting the point. See, if the court could grant some people permission to be part of a case, even when they are not the state, it was the court that granted NBA. NBA had interest in this matter. They granted NBA Ikorodu division to bring representation. They granted one man, Aliu, to bring representation. They granted the entertainment industry to bring representation. You can see that these people are not individual. They are association, a group of people. They granted Ada Universal Television to be a party. Based on that, you have the right to be demanding what the state has done. Because if they don't want you in the first place, they shouldn't have granted you permission to be part of it. The state should have done everything on their own. But because this is a public matter, and the public have right to be part of the system, of every system of the government, every system of the state, if the public so wish. That is the reason why in a court, they allow you, that you don't even have a case that day, to sit down quietly and listen to the proceeding in a court. They will not chase you out. That is why you can go to the National Assembly and sit in the audience section and listen to everything they are saying. You don't have to be a member of the National Assembly because you are a citizen. The office of the citizen under democracy is regarded as the highest office. So you have plenty assets. It's just that you will apply to implement it. You won't just come unruly, so that you can show those people evidence you have right to be there. For the court to have granted you to be part of that case, you have right to also say, we want to commit, we want to do our own postmortem. It is at your cost. It is not the cost to the state. That is the difference. State will not give you money to go and do it. You do it on your own.
Papariano,
so nobody will stop you, Papariano. Nobody. And you don't need permission from the family of the disease. You are getting your permission from the state. You get what I'm saying?
No, I mean, as long as through the court is granting it. I mean, nobody can stop it.
Yeah.
It is the court. It is the court that gives you access.
Once the court grants it, I mean, no problem. I don't have issue with that. As long as the court grants
it is the court that will determine. It is the court that will determine. Not Baba, not any other person. Because the court is superior.
I hope they have not buried their child. Hope they have not buried their child then, because
no worry now.
Aristocrat.
You'll be fighting with the family. They go say, "One go better our picking." You go say, "No, one do autopsy."
Aristocrat.
Forever.
Yeah, sorry, Aristocrat. I've been listening to you. I just want to confirm a point. Are you saying that we, because obviously the government is doing their own autopsy, but so we would have access to that once it reaches the court? But
it will be a public document.
Exactly. So we would have access to it. Our independent stand would have access to it.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, because we might not believe the result. So as our independent stand, they don't have right to request for private autopsy, right?
They have.
No. You see?
No. What I'm sorry, Aristocrat, let me finish. Sorry. What I'm saying is, if Baba Mohbad were to do private autopsy and take it to court, we would have access to it through the court.
No. You will have access. Yes, you have access to it because they will have presented it at court.
Exactly.
Then it becomes a document for everybody to see.
Exactly.
Once the court
what I'm
admits
asking
it.
is, without them doing the private autopsy, are we legally?
Aristocrat, you are saying two different things now.
No, I think
it depends on the party that apply.
No.
Paparano,
listen to her question. I've answered her question. She understands what I say. Go ahead, please.
Sorry, I'm just trying to confirm. Sorry, I'm not meaning to confuse things. I'm just trying to understand. So what I'm saying is, okay, everything that goes through the court, our independent stand will have access to it by law.
Yes.
By law, exactly.
Yes,
but what I'm asking is,
everything that goes through the court.
Exactly. So, but what I'm asking is, if we do not believe the government's private autopsy, however, Baba's lawyer are refusing to do a private autopsy, are we for a private autopsy?
Yes, you can. And let me explain it to
that's
you.
what I'm saying. The party.
But would that be granted?
Yes.
I don't know. Okay.
Listen. This is how you can. You see, like I said the court has proceedings. There are levels. I don't want to say the answer on how the public can do it, because if I do it, I am leaving the secret. I can tell anybody in private, not in public, but the public has. Just the way you apply to the court for you to be part of the proceedings, you gave some reasons to the court that this is why I want to be part of it. And the court see it credible to say, yes, we approve you to be part of it. You understand the reason? Now, if you want to challenge the autopsy of the government, you must come with some verifiable reasons, professional reasons, to say, Mr. Man, your result professionally does not go well. Therefore, through the court, we want to conduct another autopsy at our cost, not to the cost of the state. Because it is the state that spent the first money, and it is everybody. But that organization or NGO now want to spend the money for the postmortem examination on their own. And they've given a cogent reason, a substantive reason why they do not believe. And if the court believes, the court will grant it to them. Because if the court do not, therefore the court do not want the truth out of it. So if they now say, we don't want the state to spend the money again, the state have done their own. We on our own, we will do our own at our own cost. They will grant them. You know, that result ought to come out first for the public to say they want to do their own. You must first have a reason to challenge the result that you do not align with it. That is why you will now give a reason to court, and the court will grant you to go and do it as an interested party. But for the family don't need to give them reason.
Exactly.
Family don't need to give them reason. But family can apply and say, we want to do autopsy. They will do. You don't, even when it's out or when it's not out, it is for their own closure.
That's the point I was trying to drive at. So the family don't need to wait.
Is based on the doubts of the first autopsy done by the state that we have been able to show in the presence of the court that this story is not right. And for the court to carry out the required judgment and apportion blame and give justice to where it's needed, we will do another one at our own cost. The court will grant them, and the court will just request from them, what duration do you want? If they tell the court will say, so please, this one will grant you, and you go and do it. Based on that, because you can't come directly initially. Yeah, they will.
That's actually a good thing, yeah.
That is why I said, you see, if everybody should put themselves under the umbrella of Baba, that Baba will say, nobody can do anything except I approve it. You don't have to do that. As a public, you apply to the state, and the state grants you to be part of the case as an interested organ. Things. Because whatever the state does, as the state, you are also a tax-paying member of the society. You are trying to help a crime, to reduce crime. They will give you those documents. You will see. And that is why one of the lawyers, that is the public lawyer, current one, for Ada Universe, applied for CTC of that former proceedings. And they were given. Did Baba lawyer apply for it? No. He didn't apply for it. If other lawyers that are also in this, the MBA, if they apply for it, they will get it. Why? Because they've already been granted to be party in this case. So they will give them. Why did they give it to them? As lawyers, you want to, you get into a case in the middle, not from the beginning, or for your archive. You need to understand the case in full so that you don't waste the time of the court. So if you apply for the certified true copy of proceedings that have passed, the court will grant you. You pay the amount for the number of pages, and they will give it to you. So the lawyers can go through them and be able to accommodate and prepare themselves with the proceeding and be able to help the state to resolve the crime. That is it.
I actually think this is a good idea. I think Baba team should work on their own and be independent.
Why are we wasting our time? So I continue to say, the only approval you need as an organization, like an NGO, as a group, just like the NBA, the whatever, is to show the reason why you are invested in it. You will do it through your affidavits. And you are not saying, no, I am Grant Aristocrat, only me. No, 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 no. You should have other people concerned. And you come together under an umbrella, they will grant you because you are also helping the state. You have some resources that the state might not have. So you are helping the state at your own cost, even after you've paid your taxes. So the state will welcome every help. The same way police welcomes information from the public when they are investigating matter. We police say we are just police. We don't need you to give us information. No, they will tell you, if you have any information, please come and give us. The state wants help. The state wants to resolve any crime. And the state wants to ensure that we have a crime-free society. So people in the state, once we work in the ambit of the law, according to the regulation of the law, we can get a lot of things done. We don't need to kill anybody. Let people do what they wanted to do. You don't need to put yourself in a position where your future is determined by one person that can wake up tomorrow and say, I am no more interested in the case. God has taken. Let us forget it.
Exactly.
Is that what you want to put your faith
what I'm
on?
thinking,
No.
you know, because Baba can
You
say
don't do
he's
that.
not doing.
You don't do that. You don't do Baba to say, I put Muiwa in charge, whatever he says, accept. You don't do that because it is the state that made this case to be case. You know, ab initio, when this young man died, Baba has accepted that his son was dead. And he's dead. It is when people begin to cry that he begins to see light in it. And people call for it. Let's say, assuming the way Baba went to bury that guy, is anybody going to exhume him? Is anybody going to prosecute anything? It won't happen. It's gone. Because that is his family decision. But the public is now involved. The public is not his family. The public is the people. And they are fighting this because they don't want it to happen to them. And they want the government and help the government to make sure that we live in a crime-free society. Shikena, we shouldn't give ourselves a headache. We just have to be well-informed. When you are well-informed, you apply wisdom. Knowledge is not enough. Wisdom is the key of utilizing your knowledge. And when you do it, you will not spend 40 years in the wilderness instead of 40 days, like the Israelites. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Aristocrat. That was nice.
Yeah. So I have Papariano. I have the
Let us tap on the screen, everybody, please. Let us tap. Now we want to see the time that Mohbad was posted dead by some couple of artists. Let's go.
All right. So this is Davido. He posted by 4:23 p.m. on the 12th. 4:23. That's before the time that Perez confirmed him dead a second time.
Yes, the death got to Perez Medcare 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
So it's like on their way going, they have messaged the video.
Okay.
Go on.
So this is Olamide. Posted at 2:02 p.m. on the 12th. 2:02.
2:02 p.m. Before the time the nurse came there. The nurse came to get at the police.
Before the time the nurse came. This is Small Doctor. Small Doctor posted 2:27 p.m.
Okay, 3 minutes before the nurse.
This is MI Abaga. MI posted 2:10 p.m.
Okay, and all these times, it is even before Mohbad was taken to the first hospital.
Yes, before he was taken to the first
hospital. They asked, see, thank God, right? They don't, all of these kids, they cannot escape. They told them, we asked them, they asked Adura, all of them, the coroner inquest. And I know those questions are trap, right? They say, how many minutes did it take you guys from your home to get to the hospital? They say 15 to 20 minutes. Let's just say 20 minutes. Okay? 20 minutes. The first hospital said they got there 343. 343. Again, it's not aligning. You
You
see?
see, Paparano, you said, I told you that I fasted that the autopsy should say Mohbad died on a Monday. Because once that happens, and that is collaborating with this, once that happens, all the testimony of those people is gone, and they've all committed perjury. So all of them, they will still become suspects. So relax.
Do you have another time
Summer,
there?
go ahead.
Summer, do you have
This is
another time there?
fantastic.
Do you have another time there?
So I have this is Reminisce. I am Reminisce. Reminisce posted 2:06 p.m. This is Final 4:18 p.m. I have who is this person? I have somebody they call Puja Media. Puja Media posted 1:44 p.m. And Kali. Okay, wait. I have somebody else. Joey Akan. You know Joey Akan, right?
No.
Joey Akan has lots of followers on Instagram.
Joey.
Hey, Frank Edoho. You know Frank Edoho?
Yeah, he posted one.
Frank Edoho
Yes.
posted
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah, he posted 1:56 p.m.
What?
1:56 p.m. 1:56 p.m. And
Let me ask a question.
Women go explain to you.
Soma,
yeah.
let me ask a question.
Mm.
You know there is always time difference, yeah?
No, it's not about time difference.
On the timeline, will it affect time difference, or it will be showing the host country own time?
It's showing the country where the
For
story
example,
originated
maybe
from.
okay, it's the country. Okay,
Yeah.
then it's right. It's right.
If you look
it will
at
show you the exact time.
Yeah,
It
if
will
you
show
look
the
at
exact
this
time. Okay,
time
thank
that
you.
Frank Edoho posted, it's saying 1:56 p.m. That is the time of Nigeria. Because all these people were in Nigeria when this thing happened. I'm sure. All these people, they were in Nigeria when this death happened. Now, this is OGB Recent. OGB Recent posted this, the matter long ago. The matter big pass us, but still on the matter. Mohbad for my head every second. Now, he posted this by 1:25 p.m., 18 hours ago. 18 hours ago. And when you count 18 hours back, it takes us to 11th, 7 p.m. on 11th. This
The
is
time that spending left.
Yes, about that time or after spending. That's what.
I've been spending Kimobad. Spending that you guys are pampering.
Now, this is a conversation Omoumi had with Gistlover on the 12th. Omoumi, CY33. She had this conversation with Gistlover, and she was telling Gistlover, what she was saying in this thing is that they fought truly. The guy had one beef with him. I heard it's not natural. I'm not in a good state of mind. For now, Oba, please bear with me. But I don't know what his friend had in mind that night. I don't trust anyone at this point, because he triggered Mo to punch him. This is the conversation Wumi had with Gistlover, who is Oba, who is Yabojo, on the 12th of September. So the list goes on of all the goes on and on. All the people that all the people that wished him. Let me go back here. So all the artists, Olamide, CK, Black Bones, Iyanya, all these artists said Mohbad dead, confirmed. before nurse came. So who did nurse come to treat? You see?
Lenchy, oh. Lenchy.
Nurse come to treat. Mohbad was dead before nurse came.
Nibolo wa Lenchy. Lenchy, where you there?
Now,
come up, Lenchy. Master Lenchy there.
This is Olamide.
Lenchy, oh.
2:02 p.m. Olamide said, damn, Mohbad with broken heart emoji. This is Frank Edoho. Rest in peace. 1:56 p.m. So, are you here? See Joey Akan. Joey Akan has so many followers on Instagram. Joey Akan said, rest in peace, Mohbad. And this was 1:30 p.m. 1:30. So who did not see Teniola? Teniola, that's this 217. So they cannot tell me that nurse came to treat Mohbad. Mohbad was gone.
So ma,
Black bones. Black bones. Black bones 220. He said, rest in peace, Mohbad.
Oh yeah, Tolani, come up, come and defend your time, oh. Tolani,
Soma,
come and
you
defend
are
for us.
getting enough. You just leave it there. I will chat you for DM. Just leave it there. You know, we need to make it more corresponding and in a document way, so that you follow the chronological.
Even Thatcher, the list goes on and on and on. So
you know, say on social media, your footprint is always there.
Always
so you
there.
don't feel run away.
You can't
all
run
over
away.
the world, investigators don't joke with social media footprints. They don't joke with telephone analysis. Now only in Nigeria, our police they joke with them. They listen to people and say that is their report. So they go meet now. They go meet now. And so it be now. Because at the end of the case, more yes. Because everybody, the IPO that was doing like Votron that day, that was in Amigo talk, make they go ask some question. In go pee for in Shokoto that day. When they ask some question. Because at the end of the day, we must be able to establish that they have enough evidence.
Tolani don't anybody. Tolani go down the shit for body now.
No matter what anybody want to do, they lie made them shit. If they made them vomit, now then sabi. But the fact is the truth.
Tolani we don't go celebrate victory. He come here now, he win, he go celebrate. Now no one making day fine. You don't go support Tolani day now. Which can we be so now? Oh yeah, Tolani was so
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for your ever accurate forensic analysis.
Scientists.
Yeah. You know that I even had this a long time ago, but I didn't know it was relevant. Just yesterday, I remember that these two started proving that you didn't die that time. They say he died. So that nurse, seeing all this evidence, should come out and tell us the actual truth.
You know, she to go use that one to save her neck, innit?
That's what she needs
go
to
save
do.
her neck.
Let her save her neck. She don't need to go down with these people, because these people are doomed for failure. They are doomed for hell. Like they're going down.
Aparano, you know the primary objective of autopsy report is to ascertain the time of death and
how and where.
So those are the key cardinal points. So we wait for the chief coroner to tell us when. So now he go tell us one day.
I will start to cause confusion for their head. I go start the protest tomorrow. The time of death of Mohbad. We insist it's Monday with solid proof, so that make them shift the coroner inquest, make them postpone and make them say, this social media is interfering. They're interfering. We have postponed the inquest to June or to August. We have to ratify so many things.
They cannot stop us from talking, because we will continue to talk. We will continue to talk. You cannot stop the gong from making noise. You continue to talk. As long as you strike the gong, it will make sound. So we continue to talk. Shebi they say social media no this serious. When they talk on top their program, no this serious. They don't say they this serious now. I know say I believe that young man died on a Monday. So all those stories they've been given, they've all committed perjury. Apariano, help me read the punishment for perjury. Make that they know.
In criminal law in Nigeria, any person who commits perjury, who lie under an oath, is liable to 14 years imprisonment.
You very much.
It depends on how many times you lie.
Make that they think about how.
If you go spend the rest of your life with them.
Make that they think about the time they go spend for kirikiri. They're not going to even put them for kirikiri. They will carry their go to northern jail where they know they see water. Where Boko Haram fi can carry.
Gombe. I'm not going to see Gombe. I'm a lot of
Summer, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good day, everybody. Papariano.
Good day, yes.
Tolani said only Baba that saw that blood.
No.
I wanted to ask her. No, that's what she said.
No. Wait now. She didn't. When she was here, please. I mean, she's still listening. She's in the chat. What she said at the time I discussed with her. Maybe when you discuss with her. When I discussed with her, we agreed that everybody saw the blood, but the degree at which what they say, some say pool of blood, some say stain of blood, some say spot. That's what we desire. That's what we said. Now go on.
Yeah, because I was surprised when she said so. So I was like, why is she talking like this? Even the police said it. There was a lot of blood in the house and on the duvet. Where is the blood actually coming from? So I couldn't come up to ask that question because I was at work busy. So that was my question to her. And another thing I want to ask is on the 15th of next month, we have
there is so much noise
corona inquest.
Whose background is noisy? Whose background is noisy? It's not good, please. Let's have it fixed.
So, Papariano, this brings us to Oba Elegushi's latest write-up to the media.
What was the write-up? What did he say?
Now, let me just open the write-up.
Read it. Yeah, read it.
So that we'll see what he was saying. So he said, the palace of
Sorry, is there a letter heading of the palace?
Yeah, there's a letter heading, everything, his email, his number, his signature. Yeah, everything is there. So he said, the palace of His Royal Majesty, Oba Said Ademola Elegushi of Ekate, Elegushi Kingdom, has watched with embarrassment various posts on social media by all manner of characters in an attempt to tarnish the image of His Royal Majesty and bring the throne to disrepute. Ordinarily, we have remained silent as we find it ridiculous joining issues with these reckless individuals. Firstly, because the police are continuing in its investigation into the death of Ilerioluwa Aloba Mohbad, and also out of respect for the bereaved family. It is our belief that the rights of the family should be respected, even as they come to terms with the painful death of their son. However, these individuals continue to go on various platforms to link Mohbad's death to the palace and His Royal Majesty, using unprintable words against the person and stool of Oba Said Ademola Elegushi, even when there was no record of any meeting or relationship with the palace. Us to take our case to the station, Oba Said should do the right thing by telling Wumi to go get a DNA done so that all this rubbish about his name can end. Oba Said cannot stop anybody from talking. So Oba Said cannot tell anybody internationally or locally. Maybe locally, they can stop you people, but internationally, you cannot stop anybody. Tell Wumi to go get a DNA done. And I can confirm that because of this letter Oba Said has written, this is a confirmation that he is the father of Liam. Because if Oba Said cannot do the right thing, then he is the father of Liam. He knows the right thing to do. Tell Wumi, go get a DNA and shut these people up. But if he's not doing that, rather he thinks he can come for the public. You can harass people. In fact, from today, I'll make sure I'll be posting Oba Said. He must do the right thing. And nobody should be scared that he will catch you or you. He cannot do anything. If he wants to do anything, let him go to court. Oba Said can go to court to pursue this case. But for me, Oba Said is the father of Liam. What's that his full name? Liam. I wrote it down somewhere here. Liamid Adewale Adesunisita Adetomiwa Elegushi. That's his name. So let Oba do the right thing. Gone are the days of people listening and worshiping all those kind of people. No. If you do something wrong, we call you out. Oba, you're not God. And you must do what the people want. You cannot stop us from talking. Me, I'll be talking about you. I'll be talking about Oba Elegushi. Tell Wumi to do DNA. And we know why you will not do DNA. Because you know that you are involved in the killing of Mohbad. Your body language, your silence means consent. Silence means consent. So long time we already knew that you are the father. The resemblance is too much. You cannot deny it. And you cannot take anybody to court for this. This is plain truth.
They want you to repeat that name again. They want you to call the name again
All
in the
right.
comment section.
This is Liam's full name. Liam's full name is Liamid. I've never heard that before. Liamid. LiamEed. Liamid Adewale Adesonusita Adetomiwa Elegushi. It's his name. So Wumi should not think that we're stupid. Like the whole world is stupid. You can come and take us for a ride. Tell us all sorts of stories and all sorts of lies. Nobody is going to believe that moving forward. Let them show us the nurse. Where is the nurse that came to treat Mohbad? She came on the 11th. The nurse came on the 11th to stitch up the dead boy, not on the 12th. So police is not telling us. Police don't even want to investigate this matter because Oba and Lagos State government called police and told them, don't investigate this matter. That is their body language. That is the body language of the police. They lied that they've involved DSS. They've done this. They didn't do any of that. So Oba Elegushi cannot threaten anybody. In fact, I like this letter that he wrote because this letter is like a ginger for us to investigate more. The more you try to stop us, the more we continue. So don't try to stop us. Just do your thing and leave us alone. You cannot stop the public. I heard Iyabojo ranting the other day saying, who is the public? Who is the public? Are you crazy to ask who is the public? And we are going to show you who the public is. We are going to show you that you're not more than the public. Iyabojo is not more than the public. So Oba, we'll keep talking about it. There's nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing Oba can do. Nobody should be scared. Nobody should be scared. Keep doing what you're doing. Oba Elegushi, this one is me calling you out. Do the right thing, you know the right thing to do. As a leader, when something is going wrong in your community, what do? You do the right thing. You don't go on by threatening people with police. Threatening people with police means you're guilty. The moment you just think about threatening people with police, that's guilt. The right thing to do, call this woman, Wumi. Tell her, please, I don't want my name in these people's mouth. Come and do this DNA and post it on social media. Let us see. But because you are the father, you won't do that. Do the right thing and save your name from this shame. This is shame, everlasting shame. All over the world, everybody is hearing about you, talking ill about you. We're not happy doing this, but we have to do it. This is what we have to do. It's destined to happen. So don't take writing us a long episode will stop us from what we're doing. It won't stop us. It will encourage us more. Thank you.
Paparian, I always appreciate your analysis sometimes. Like, you speak my heart. And okay, so let's get to it. Let me start from where you stopped. Obelegushi. The word is laughing you. Like, do you know what you are putting yourself into? Like, for real. Those people that even the Nigerian police write to, called for, bring them to their custody, saying to the whole world, they will help us in our investigation. What have they done? You are putting it inside that letter that we are not harassing or using, for real. Like, we no be mumu now. Don't bring it to our corridor. Don't even bring it to our corridor. We know how to eat it. We know how to pieces it. Please stay on your lane. It is a very simple thing. The only place where your name is coming in, quote and unquote, is you are the real father of Liam. Prove us wrong. Come out and debunk it. That's all. Then we'll know, okay, that's fine. Case closed from your side. We won't even say, oh, you are involved and you are the one that do this or do that. We won't say that anymore. Just come and debunk it. Very simple. Very simple thing. Let me leave that one. Then secondly, Nigeria seems to be like, when everybody is moving forward, Nigeria seems to be on a reverse gear. And I don't know when we will stop it. Like, for real. Like, for real. Why are we doing all these things? All this case is not something that should, this is getting me crazy. It's getting me annoyed day by day. I don't know if we forget to understand that on internet there is always a fingerprint, and these are things that you can't just erase anyhow. The Elegushi family, the Aloba family, what you've put yourself into is not something that you just erase. The trauma will still come back to you. Even when Mohbad case is cleared, I'm telling you, Nigerian police, initially I'll say, oh, Nigerian police are good at what they do. They are very smart with what they do, blah, blah, blah. But this is giving me a serious benefit of doubt. Like, do we really have a capable hands? Or have they been sabotaged to that level whereby the truth cannot even come out from any one of them at any level? Both the upper and then the lower ranking in Nigerian police. It is so unfortunate that we have this set of people to be the one that will say they are protecting life and properties. It's so uncalled for. It's so like, I've never seen this before. I've never seen this before. And I'll keep saying this, please don't let us, aristocrat, don't let us be going back or be having any doubt about, why he died on Monday or Tuesday. This guy, with the little testimony we have soever, with the little analysis we've done soever, it is so clear that this guy died on Monday. Nothing more, no. There is nobody that could prove it with everything that we have for now that, oh, this guy died on Tuesday. God will help them. The autopsy that they will bring out, and the report that Nigerian police says that they have interrogated people, they've interrogated 26 people, later it become 5 people. I don't know how they are not even balancing with their report. And they will come to this level and say, when the autopsy come out and say, oh, well, the autopsy said this guy died on this also day, and that day fall on Monday. I don't know who they are going to hold responsible for the fake type of report that Nigerian police is giving out. Or maybe they will say that, well, it's according to what they gave to them. Or they will come and say, oh, we are so sorry. And nurse came inside our house to come and do something else. It's not Mohbad that he was injected. Because I don't know where they want to hide with the type of autopsy or toxicology result that is going to come out. Because, yeah, according to, when we are talking about this autopsy results, I always like, is there a possibility of having, even if it is not 100% accurate report or result, after the first autopsy result, if there is a possibility of having at least something close to like 95 or 90% accuracy, because this, what do they call it? Sample that they will take from Mohbad body, hope it has not been tampered with to a level whereby it will affect the result that they will get. Because what are those things that they need? These things are 7 stages. The first physical examination, it's something that can be done within 1 single day, and then they get that result for the physical examination. Let me even say, okay, fine. When they brought Mohbad out, this, and these are things that happen. These are physical examination that's supposed to have been held even before now. And imagine that we've waited for almost like 5 good months. We have not even seen that. lot of things that can happen about that. Conspiracy coming in from even only from the Nigerian police alone is enough. So let me see, right from physical examination that they will do for this, all these results that we are expecting. Let's see if that equation will balance. Then secondly, about that is, well, if we keep muted or we are not saying anything about all this matter, since all this while all Berekete did not come into it. So it means that Nigerian government will just put us as ransom of like, you guys just like to make noise. Like your voice doesn't matter, your voice doesn't count. Like for real, you said as a government, you pay for something or you approve money for something and nothing is being done about it. Like no action for it. Assuming someone who can expose you more did not step into it, you keep muted. Because I remember vividly that on the day when the Commissioner for Information was called on, that was the day it was like, and the money has been approved. Back on, like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? I know that the results will come out. And I'll keep saying it. I'm not expecting more than 2 things to come out. The first one is like, oh, it's because of the drug that he took so much. One, that side. Secondly, oh, it's because of the injection that nurse give to him. Right? Come out and come and tell us. And come and tell us the type of injury that is on him. Because if even no matter the quantity of blood, either is small or small, no matter the quantity, no matter the volume that you've seen that is coming out from him, how come that blood is coming out? Is it because of the injury that he sustained? How? Because I'm trying as much as possible from the last court section. Oh, okay. From the testimony that that this guy has given. Oh, okay, fine. You want to call Prime Boy, and then Prime Boy tried to dodge it, and then he hit his hand on the body of the vehicle, and then everybody was blah blah blah. Story for the gods. Come and tell us with your autopsy where the blood is coming out from, and then the time and the date. We are expecting that. Then the last one where I'm going to stop for now. You see, in Yoruba they say tomati fagburu, buru afagbo. All these Prime Boys spending, all of them that are not talking. When their own time to be dragged come, by force, by fire, they will talk. Eyeli lumba won tontele o. No, Eyeli leg very small. When Nadia put leg inside it, they will understand. Because which loyalty do you owe Mohbad? To a level whereby even Baba Mohbad, you didn't even show a sign of sympathy. Don't even let us go to empathy. A sign of sympathy. No matter how small, you can't even show it to this man. I know it's not a matter of, at least, even checking on him alone is something that is very, very meaningful. You are even denying him, for real. Why are they doing all this? Why are they doing all this? Mohbad is fighting for himself. I know that. But at the same time, he have seen you as a friend from the beginning of his life. He sees you as an associate to his business, and the only thing that you can give to him is death. And said nothing again will happen more than that. It's so surprising. It's so surprising. So let me leave it there. I don't want to go so much into much of analysis about, having some other things being done. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Please, I want to clear up something. Somebody in the comment section is telling me that this is wrong information, but I want to check it again to prove to the person that this is not wrong information. It's very accurate. So this is from a blog in Nigeria, and it's called Bella Niger. They are the ones that posted this on the 12th. Now, I clicked on it. Everybody can go to the same website as I did. Now, when you scroll and you go to this Olamide, this 2:02 p.m., please, is it Canadian time or Nigerian time or American time? What time is this 2:02 p.m.?
That's Nigerian time.
Exactly. So it's for the person who is in the comment section telling me that it's wrong information. This is accurate information. Internet does not lie. This is 2:02 p.m. Nigerian time. Olamide would have been in Nigeria at the time this was posted. Now, this is Frank Edoho. 1:56 p.m. Please, is it Canadian time or Nigerian time?
Nigerian time.
Any time on this post is Nigerian time.
Show
It's not
rate
Canadian
time.
time.
It's show rate time.
Yeah, this is Nigerian time, not Canadian time or American time. So please look for some other excuse. But all I know is that nurse did not come on the 12th. She probably came on the 11th to help patch up the injury in the evening time, in the night time. But the whole story of, can they explain why Olamide and all these prominent people are saying rest in peace, Mohbad, at 1 p.m. on Tuesday? Because at that time,
I want to find more now that I will add to it. Just keep doing your own. I will add to it.
We should also keep in mind that at this time, when all these artists, MI, Fino, all of them were saying rest in peace, they would have seen Wumi's Insta story. We should bear in mind that we did not know who Wumi was. So they would have seen something to make them believe that Mohbad was dead. And I believe it was that Wumi's Insta story. Because Wumi posted her Insta story she started posting from 11th and ended on the 12th. So that's how all these people got to see all these Insta stories and confirmed that Mohbad was dead. Wumi, on her 6th Insta story, said the nigger died a few minutes after I posted his son's birthday. And the time on that photo said 14:36, which is 2 p.m., 2:36 p.m. That's the time. So she said the nigger passed away a few minutes after I posted his baby's birthday. So how come people were posting by 1:30, rest in peace? Prominent people, Frank Edoho, Olamide, we know all these people. How were they posting rest in peace by 1:25 p.m.? OGB Recent posted by 7 p.m. on the 11th of September. So their time frame don't add up. Everything they're talking about, the nurse should just come out at this point and tell us the truth, that she came and met a dead Mohbad. That's all that I want to hear.
Soma, please let me
Soma,
interject.
that was why I said, go this way, please. Just a few minutes. Thank you. That was why I said the video has been called earlier and has been told Mohbad died before his father arrival.
Yeah.
That money that they gave to his father has already been spoken about. As in they've called the video, this guy is dead. We don't have money to bury him. We already arranged the whole thing. So that just it's not when his father arrived that they started making that calls. The calls had been made earlier.
You're very right.
That's one. Number two, for this thing Oba Elegushi posted outside, if you read it very carefully as you read, you will see that there's no a paragraph that he has claimed that the boy is not his own, that it doesn't have anything to do with that boy. He cannot deny that boy.
True.
If actually he want to claim himself or is being innocent, he should join us in protest for DNA for Wunmi. Then people will like, okay, oh, it's been real here. That's what I want to say for now.
Yeah. So now you're very right. In that letter, Oba did not deny that. He did not even talk about the paternity of that baby, because that's what brings him into this matter. What brings him into this matter is the paternity of Liam. But he tactfully removed that baby from that. He didn't mention anything about Liam. But he was stupid enough to mention Wunmi. But if he knew, he shouldn't have mentioned Wunmi in that letter.
Let me, Soma, sorry, please, let me interject you a bit. If you remember the time they tried to say the Elegushi knew Sam Larry, maybe they have something in common. Everybody could remember that Elegushi came out and debunked it, that he doesn't know Sam Larry, yeah? He quickly came outside to debunk it. And about his wife too, the first wife, when everybody was carrying the rumors, the wife is late. He quickly came out too and debunked it, that nothing happens to his wife, that his wife is okay and healthy. So how come now, ordinary DNA tests, Oba cannot come out and debunk it?
Oba should come out and debunk that Liam is not his.
Because I expected him to come out and debunk it just the way he has been debunking other things being alleged to. He always debunk. So why this now? Because a whole king, should we say the king is scared of not knowing the next thing to do or what? At least he's a king. And if you want to say that, if you want to say, okay, I am the owner of the baby, what are we going to do? Nobody is going to even, everybody will just keep quiet and like, okay, you can take the baby.
No. He cannot say he's the owner of the baby at this point, because somebody has been killed because of this baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know. At least if he tells us that, okay, no, hold on. If he tells us that, sorry, Lady Aries, if he comes out and say that, we still demand to know, to see that DNA test of that baby, to prove it that, okay, this is the DNA test, and it proved that Oba is the owner of that child. Yeah. Then we will know the next thing to do. But in a situation whereby the Oba just muted, he was not saying anything, he just keep quiet, like Tobati Sunyi Emadake.
Hope you know that one.
And at the same time, he's just trying to mess up his name.
Okay.
He's not helping issue by keeping quiet.
Do you know that Oba is on a fence right now? Because the moment he comes out to declare,
of course,
the moment he comes out to declare that Liam is his child, he will be in big trouble, even bigger than what he is in right now. Because once he declares that, all fingers will start pointing that he killed Mohbad. Do you know that?
Of course, yes.
So that's why they can never, tell us the paternity of that baby, because it's Oba. That's Oba's baby. And once we know officially that this is Oba's baby, the whole fingers will leave Wunmi to start pointing at Oba.
Exactly.
So
And
that's
that's
the reason.
Davido. If you remember Davido when the issue happened, when they said they want to do the candle night, you can see the way when everybody was shouting justice for Mohbad, justice for Mohbad. You can see the way Davido was reacting. Like truly, you actually want to fight for justice for Mohbad. But one of the sadly, he kept mute. None of the industry people was involved again. No, all of them were just quiet. Nobody's even talking about justice for Mohbad anymore.
Everything
They
was a
moved on.
script.
Look at the time.
Uh-huh. See the
Davido
time.
needs
So,
to be questioned.
so
He
all
needs to be
those, so all
questioned.
this one, Davido was trying to do, he
Was
just
all
acting. Should I
script.
call it acting?
No, he was acting. It was all a movie script.
Oh my God.
Because they all knew what happened to this guy, but they were pretending as if they didn't know.
Lady
Because
Iris,
look,
you can go ahead, ma. I'm done.
Davido posted by 4:23 p.m. 4:23 p.m. That's when he posted that Mohbad. And of course, he didn't hear at that time. It would have been some hours ago he heard. He has to confirm before he posts, right? So who told them the story?
Because the truth is what I'm convinced about here now. Definitely all of them know. All of them knew that the guy is gone. And people thinking, maybe some of them doesn't knew that he's gone already.
Somebody say it was
So
fake
they just
Davido.
acting up.
Somebody say it's fake Davido. It's not fake because the account is verified. This is verified Davido's account. All these
Soma,
accounts are
don't
verified.
worry. Don't worry. The facts are there.
Yeah.
There is something I always like. People are always quick to debunk when others are saying things. I believe in one principle. If you think Soma is lying, come with your own line of thought and show us. We will give you space here to take us through it. That is as simple. I would like to address the letter. Mo ṣe bà forí adé o. Mo súnmọ́ gba níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀je, mo jìnnà sọ́ba níwọ̀n ẹgbẹ̀fà. In Yoruba land, people that are referred to king are fearless people. There are people who stand for justice. There are people who try to...
Where's the noise coming from, sorry?
This is what I just want to say. You see, if you are in a position, it is not you that is in that position. You are holding to that position for your ancestors, for those who are living and those who will come. So any insult passed to that royal stool is not to the person occupying it. It is to the lineage of that stool. It is to the ancestors that have reigned on that stool. Therefore, people in position enjoy to do the right thing. And once they know something will stain the heritage they represent, they need to clean it as fast as they can. But in this matter, as much as I do not like to talk about, anything about Oba Elegushi, he has not done well. If he was quick to debunk the association of Sam Larry to the stool, he should also be quick to debunk the rumor about baby Liam to himself. It is not for him as an individual. It is for the royal stew. And coming out with a wish-wash, whatever like this, is laughable, extremely laughable, extremely laughable. I just hope those who listen and send message to the man, tell him to do something better. The best thing he would do in this matter is to come out and say, to clear my name and the stool he represents, they should do a DNA between himself and that child. And if it is not, he should publish it. And after he has published it, anyone that accuses him wrongly, he has the right to sue, to do whatever to them. But until he does that, Kábíyèsí, orí yín ti bàjẹ́.
Aristocrat.
I'm Mama Faja Loni, who shall be, or guy, we don't start with that. We don't start with that. Mama Faja Loni, everybody, Mama Tenny.
It is a fact. It is a fact.
One,
And we have to
no
really
respect for anybody again. Anybody will do 7 years. Mama Mama
Because it's
Fani,
not
nobody,
okay.
no
Was
respect
saying
for
that
anybody.
Bukky
No else
Jesse.
anymore. I won't wait.
At least it was saying that Bukky Jesse did not respect him. Bukky Jesse was blah. The next thing you saw Bukky Jesse and
Let
Madam
him come and see all of
Kofi.
us.
Is that the next thing to do?
Let all of us rush him. Make it come to all of us. Crazy man.
I'm telling you, the next thing the man could do is to sue, is to write what's it called? What's the name of that this thing? It's telling them he's going to sue them.
Go to say I don't think Elegushi sue Bukky Jesse. I don't think Elegushi.
Yes, and Madam Kofi is two of them. It's two of them. It's on Facebook.
No noisy background. No noisy background. No, please. People.
No, it's not from me.
I know. I just control one. Because those are the reasons why I don't bring people up sometimes. I mean, noisy backgrounds.
You know one thing. You know one thing that where aristocrats started from. Oba is someone that everybody should be respected, no matter who you are, even if you are older than any Oba. You should respect them, and it's not that you are respecting them. You are respecting them because of those who have been on that throne before they emerge. But it's so like I'm sorry to say this to Lagos State government. In fact, to Yoruba land, I apologize. I'm Omoba as well. And the way of recent, the way Oba has been, being enthroned seems to be like it is not the real way it was like before. Right. But these are truths. When you get to a position whereby is a position of God, the way you have this at the back of your mind that at any time you are leaving this earth, you have someone that you are reporting to. Your ancestors are calling you for judgment. All those things are fact. But when government started to we are the one putting Oba in position, things like this are meant to happen. It's possible. It is possible. One thing, because according to this report now, to be fair, they can't give me this type of report to write and bring it like this. They can't. Even if it is not your lawyer that writes it, this is something that is going to public. Why are they dragging you? Have you debunked it? No. If you are calling for anybody to support the fact that you have you ever give them a grant that they will be able to play on a safer side? Even if this thing have to come to you, even if this road have to come to you, have you given them a grant to do that? The third thing is this: if on any case that you come out to say, you have contacted your lawyers and abroad and beyond, at home, all the stuff, are you trying as much as possible to people that are calling your name on social, you want to put them in a cage to stop them? There should be a little way of diplomacy in even when you are putting your speech out. You are not even doing like for real, you are Oba. I respect Oriade. I respect it so much, but no. You should come to a level whereby we see you to be there. But it's not with this thing that you put outside. The first thing has not been debunked for anything for any reason. When you say, oh, your wife leave you or da 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 da, yeah. When you say Sam Larry, da 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 da, you came out so fast. So why are all this thing lingering to all this level? Is it today? Is it this week? Was it last week? Was it last month that we started calling your name and you have started suing people? On which ground? On which ground? Okay, you still even say you still have to, you are still going to call some other people. So do you want to stop social media? It is not possible. So how many people are you now going to arrest? Or how many people are you going to sue because they are calling your name? Because I'm trying to understand, okay, if you have to sue people, on which ground? Is it because of what they are saying on social? So if you have to hold them to what they are saying on social, do you do it or not? So you have not clarified that, you have not even debunked that, and you are like, oh, nobody want to stand you. But we just want to call your attention to something which is very, very important. Like, these are things that we, as a society, these are things that we need to know. These are things that your name has been attached to, and we want you, as your position is concerned, to separate yourself from it. You haven't come on that line. You haven't come to that. But you are trying as much as possible to put people on ransom. You are trying as much as possible to see how you can keep some people short. Even courts cannot stop social. Ask anybody. Aristo is there. Courts cannot stop social not to do their job. Say, no, you should not talk about this in social anymore. How? I don't think that's possible, sir. Supposed to reframe that type of statement. Supposed to reframe it. Yeah.
Okay. Hello. I want to use this opportunity to ask a basic question. Saheed Elegushi, àbí kí ló ń pè? You said in your write-up, in your press, that you don't know Aloba family, that you've not for one have anything to do with Wunmi. But how come your name is in the petition Mohbad wrote before his decease? Please, I can't answer that.
Oriekpe, God bless you for that question. That was my question.
You should answer that for us, because you said you don't know him, you don't have anything to do with him. Please answer us that question. At least with that question, we can find a way out of this whole mess.
What's your question?
He said in that write-up that he has never met with Aloba family, that he has nothing to do with Aloba family. And my question is, how come his name is in that petition Mohbad wrote before his decease?
He has to answer that.
The Oba is not here to answer you. Baba Saleni Baba.
It's people are here.
Okay, yeah, that's strange. People go and tell him.
Yes, Wunmi can answer the question.
But wait, I begin to think
Nothing feel.
I begin to reason about it.
Yes, please.
Okay. I think during the time they used to beat Mohbad, the reason why the name is there, whenever they beat Mohbad, the people that beat him, they will say, we are sent by the Oba of Oba Elegushi. Sent us to beat you. And the next time we are going to see you, we are going to kill you. Yeah, that's the message they always pass to Mohbad whenever they beat him. So that's the reason why his name was mentioned in the petition. And Mohbad too must have seen other reasons why it is very important to include his name in the petition.
He specifically said that Sam Larry was always saying that he was sent by the Oba Elegushi. His name is in that petition. Why is his name in that petition? So he cannot tell us he doesn't have any connection with this family. There must be a connection.
Then with that means he has a lot of questions to be answered.
Yes.
Let us mean we have a strong law in that Nigeria. We have, but it's because of top people, you know. They're trying to do everything like Babalaye, big man, and they'll just say you go. If not, if the police actually want to do their thoroughly investigation, they will take all their time to invite him and question him. It needs to be questioned. There are so many things that Oba to be answered. Really, but because it's KBC, you know how Nigeria works.
Golden Sea, gbogbo wa ni baba alaye. Me too, I be baba alaye. If I go out, I go with escort. Gbogbo wa ni baba alaye. Orí wọn ti bàjẹ́, orí wọn ti fọ́ dànù, àwọn èèyàn jati. Gbogbo wa ni
because
baba alaye.
Oye Koti somewhere now for investigation, for questioning. Oye Koti somewhere by for questioning.
It is we the people that we make sure that any àgbàlagbà tó bá ṣe láńgbàláńgbà ó máa ṣe láńgbàláńgbà. Ọ̀pá ń jálẹ̀ kẹ̀kẹ́ kí là ń sọ. Ọmọ bá lèmi náà kẹ. Tó bá mọ̀ ipò fẹ́ dojú ti orí adé kó kóra ẹ sígbó. Tó bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ mójú tó orí adé kó ṣe kan tó yẹ kó ṣe.
Confirm.
Kò sí kankan tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀.
Sir, ẹ jẹ́ n sáré béèrè question lọ́wọ́ yín.
Kí ló ń ṣe wọ́n?
Ẹ jẹ́ n sáré béèrè question yín lọ́wọ́ yín. You say you are from royal family. Okay, as you are from royal family, if something like this should happen nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, mo fẹ́ béèrè question lọ́wọ́ yín ni. Ẹ̀mí ò tún ra ẹ̀mí.
Wípé ẹnìkan tiẹ̀ wá sọ.
Ṣé ẹ ní agbára ní ẹgbẹ́ yín?
Ẹ máa paná ẹ̀ ò gbọ́dọ̀ stew. This is a disgrace, this stew. And it's a disgrace that has been on for far too long, since last year. You are disgracing this too.
And they want to shut people up.
Since you are innocent, come out and do those things that nobody will talk ill of this too. See, if this thing actually happened, this is what will be done. The KBC would have called all these people. Come. And there are people that are higher than KBCs. A local government chairman is higher than KBC according to the constitution of Nigeria. If you want to sack a KBC, even on your Ife, it is his local government chairman that will write a sack letter according to the constitution. But we respect the Oriades. Now, he needs to go to I'm hearing my voice, I'm hearing my name in all this rubbish thing. Please call these people. My children, what is happening? Why do you want to disgrace me? He will talk with them. And if he knows this thing is getting messy, the king himself, through those people, and say, I want to do a DNA. This boy is not my son. I've never met the mother before. Let me do a DNA and publish that DNA to everybody. Then anyone that now accuses him, after he has done that, he can sue that person. He can do anything he wants to do to that person. But as long as you have not pledged yourself and you are doing all this mojo jumbo, come on, man. Come on, man. And still, this is an Oba that up nobby with the entertainment industry. So what are we talking about? Ẹni tí ò bá rìn ní bèbí ẹ̀wọ̀n kò lè wọ ẹ̀wọ̀n. Tó ò bá rìn lálẹ́ wọn lè kó ẹ mọ́ rógà. Tó ò bá rìn níbi tó ti ń jalè wọn lè nó lè ní ẹ. Na so ibi Yorùbá ní gbogbo wa kí ló ń ṣe? Játi jàti wo ló wà lára wọn? Lára àwọn tó ń jẹ́ kí ọmọ abú gbogbo àwọn tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ ọba lélẹ̀.
Ẹ fàájà Risto fàájà.
Rubbish now. Fàájà. All this while, this man was fast to release a letter. Paparano, you know we read that letter that they debunk his involvement with Sam Larry. This matter has been going on Why can't he debunk that I have nothing to do with this boy? I have nothing to do with the mother in no way. I'm a father to all. As a father to all, I am going to conduct a DNA and I will publish it in all newspaper. Therefore, after that is done, anybody that attach my name to this thing, I will deal with the person. That is how great people do. Not trying to evade the question. Police, home and abroad. Nigeria ló ti jọba now. Ṣé ó jọba ní Ghana ni?
Àwọn
Lẹ́lẹ̀ ti jọba.
Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́
Lágbára
gan-an
every other state.
Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gan-an get boundary. Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gan-an ní boundary.
And secondly, he's not a first class ọba. What are we talking about? Irú jati wo ni?
Ọba Akiolu gan tó wà ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ gan máa ń jà gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n sá ni. Ọba Akiolu gan
He's
sá.
not a first class ọba now. The Oba of Lagos is still there. Àwọn ọba wà tí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí ẹ máa paná ẹ̀ ni, you must kill it because etí tó bá gbà lòún gbà bọ̀. Therefore, you should not wait for things like this to linger.
You want to
You must
threaten
have resolved it.
Let's see how many of us they will invite you there. We are ready.
They will have resolved this matter. This thing should not be rubbishing the royal stool. It shouldn't.
If he doesn't do it, it's there. I will keep suspecting him in Mohbad's death.
See, anybody saying Sanwo-Olu, it is not Sanwo-Olu that is being dragged. It is not Tinubu's name that is being dragged. It is not my name that is being dragged. It is the family name. Assuming they call his name, maybe his name is Philip Elegushi, no problem. But you put Oba to it. He's representing a lineage. He's representing people. He's disgracing the people.
Sincerely,
and he's in that position to protect the sanctity of the royal family. To protect the sanctity.
Why can't you protect that?
You shouldn't do that. It's just like this. Let our president go abroad. Like one president where they pee for Ishokoto, for where they see on social media. The man did not disgrace himself. He disgraced his whole country. Because he is the head. He's the symbol of those people. And the same thing with Oba. You are the symbol of the Orisha. You are the symbol of the Aje. You are the symbol of the Osho. You are the symbol of the Alawo. You are the symbol of everything that makes that community. Therefore, you must run. Ẹni tó bá wọṣọ àlà kò rìn níbi tí alábàtà wà. Tó bá gbé epo sórí, ò ní rìn níbi tó ní yọgí wà. If you are carrying palm oil, you don't go to where they will contaminate your palm oil. If you are wearing white linen, you don't go to where they will stain it. And that is what the king is. It is so sad that we continue to witness this. And it's unfair. Our society has been battered enough. People are suffering enough. People are at the ends of position to do the right thing. I am advising him, he should do the right thing.
Mr. Aristocrat, what do you have to say about Naira Marley playing what they call this game in Oba's living room? And Oba said he doesn't know Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Naira Marley playing the game in Oba's palace, playing golf in Oba's palace.
Soma, say,
yeah,
it's always like when some people are in position, they forget that their followers are not fools, they are not robots. You will see a governor will come, or people in the House of Assembly, they will come with some lies that even your 5-year-old daughter will ask you, what is this man saying?
Before you continue, remember
it's the kind of lies he's making.
Remember they said that it was an event and Naira Marley just took a picture, like it's a random picture. Now, how do they explain it?
See, forget how they explain anything. You see, pictures don't lie.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie. Videos don't lie. And if it is doctor, you will know. If you want to come and say you did not steal meat, when they ask you who stole the meat, you don't say, and they see your hands with oil, what are you saying? Not be you chop meat.
Are you chop meat?
So, Kabiyesi ti jẹran, ó wá lóun kọ́ lóun jẹran epo dẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ta ló ń tàn ara ẹ̀ ló ń tàn.
ẹran akábíyèsí ló.
As far as I'm concerned, if I were to be Kabiyesi, even in my little position, if I hear something like this, quick, I go meet that ẹjọ́, I need láti ṣe DNA, and I will publish it. I will call my lawyer. They will facilitate it, and I will publish it. If the child is mine, I will say, well, as a king, we dey enjoy, and this is one of it. I claim the child. Simple as ABC.
She cannot.
Let's clear this one from this
not when you kill
Let us
somebody.
face something else.
Not when you kill somebody.
Madam, listen, killing somebody is a different matter. It is only if you can trace the killing to him.
No. This situation is a different situation.
No,
it's a different situation. Oba cannot just come out and run up to a child.
Summer.
Paparano,
sorry to cut you in.
That is already entangled in all these mysteries and all these lies and manipulations.
Not everything they drag.
So this is a different situation. Oba cannot come out and say he's the owner of this child because of the situation we are in right now. Somebody has been killed mysteriously. There's a life involved. That's the difference.
So, listen to this.
You see, so please don't engage now. At least the man engage Jeff. You know now. Somebody else talk to her. We are going. You want to speak to her.
Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. I came up because of Soma. I was the one that sent the link to you regarding the Twitter post that you made. I was trying to tell you that those posts were on your screen. It's going to show Canadian time.
It's not.
So if someone, I sent, it is okay. I sent you a link on Nigerian Info, at least Nigerian Info FM.
Let me go back again.
Yeah.
Let me go back.
No, I said open the link. I shared with you. No, the one I shared with you, the Nigerian Info.
Your own link. I'm
no, I'm not. No, it's like fact checking. Now I'm not. This is Nigerian Info. It's a radio station.
Let's put you on the large screen.
Oh, let's. I'm not. I just don't want. I know what Paparano says. At least this platform should be the only platform that should be platform of truth. Yeah. I'm not anti-justice, but at least let us not mislead people.
She has shown her truth. You come on the big screen and show your truth.
No, I shared that. I sent her a.
I know. You show us. She has shown her own. You show your own.
Yeah, show your own.
Okay. 1 minute. Let me.
Yeah.
Good. Good. And also, to anybody who is also researching, Mohbad have a last.
Oh no, you sorry. Okay, sorry, I can't. No, I'm in the office. Okay, can I share? Can I put the link on the? Can I put the link on the?
You're over 1K. You can on your video.
I said I'm in the office. I don't want to put on. Let me share it on the. I'll put the link. I'll put the link so anybody can open it.
No, send it to my other TikTok.
Which TikTok? Can you? What's your user ID?
Bro,
what's the name?
Can you just go get it done, then bring it later? Go get your stuff done. Let us stay with this.
No, it is a link.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just fact checking because next thing.
We want you to present it, okay? Let me guess.
Let him present it himself.
No,
I'm not. It's not something. It is not.
Please, bro. Please help us. Help us bring it. Help us bring it. I will appreciate if you can bring it.
I have my own link that I'm opening. I won't be.
Don't worry. I mean, I don't want to dangle or anything. Please, when you get it, just let me know. I'm gonna put you on the big screen. I mean, on one hand, you're in the office, you are in the church. Where are you? I don't understand.
BellaNiger.com. Click on it. That's where I went to. It's all over the. Go Google it. It's there. Everybody can see it. See all this.
Forget that one. Let's move ahead. Oh yeah, somebody was explaining something. Who was that? Oh yeah, go on. Was it Prince Olago or who?
Aristocrat was talking about if it was.
Were you the one, the DNA stuff?
Yeah, I'm talking about the DNA.
Oh yeah, go on. Discuss it with her.
All this DNA, it is very simple thing. For Oba to claim himself from even the dead, right? We know that, there's some issue on ground which is relating to, the death of Mohbad. And possibly, we have not ascertained a fact that, he was killed because of this, right? But if he comes and like, okay, the DNA is for me, yeah, I have it, and yes, I have it, right? Until when there is a fact that, okay, death of this also person was linked to this also person, and you are the one that sent him, how come? That's when we can start connecting. Oh, okay, he killed him because of this or that. But now, even just debunk the issue about the DNA, about the child alone. First, fine. We know that, okay, case closed. Mohbad is not the rightful owner, or is not the father of Liam. Shikino, we know that, okay, we'll move forward. Then, if the case or the issue about, what killed Mohbad now persists on, like, okay, is this also person that sent you? Is this also that give you this? Is this? Then, where is the genesis coming from? Then we know what we are saying, not because we now say, or we are just coming to an assumption like, if Oba is the owner.
Please, let us make like this. Som, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Now, listen, because I don't want Aristocrat to engage in that high spirit. Yeah, so let's say, for example, now, let's just set an example. Let's say this baby belongs to Oba, okay? Right. After DNA was done. And Wunmi and Mohbad come to find out that baby was not his own. As Mohbad found out, then Mohbad and Wunmi fought. Then Wunmi stabbed Mohbad in the house till Mohbad died. All right? Without the consent of Oba.
All right.
So now, if you are police in Soma, okay, the baby, when you do DNA, it shows that Oba owns it. When you do autopsy, the knife, everything, it shows that this is the guy who took life out of the guy. For what reason would you go and arrest Oba for killing Mohbad? Go on.
Okay, now, first of all, we have to determine, is Oba involved in this crime? And how we are going to determine this is because when the news first broke that Liam is the son of Oba, what was his reaction? What was Oba's reaction? He was silent. And he even wrote it in his letter that he was silent. So why was he silent? Silence means consent. If people come out and be saying trash about you and you know it's not true, what do? You take one of those people to court to set an example so that others don't follow. But he didn't do that. He kept quiet and people kept on saying all these things. So because he kept quiet, that's proof that he is the father of this boy. For me, I would say.
After you have confirmed that he's the father.
Yeah.
So now what we are saying is this, right? We are saying it is possible that this man is the father of the baby Liam, but not directly be the murderer of Mohbad. You know, it's possible, right?
True. But because he's trying to cover up Wunmi, that also makes him an accomplice.
And that is the thing. We are saying that we have to prove. You have to prove, okay, the evidence that this man conspired with Wunmi to kill Mohbad.
The proof is that when the news broke that you're the father of Liam, you did not say anything. Why?
Well, Papriano, let me help a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
let me contribute to Papriano.
We can hear you.
Okay. Like you know me and Oba Elegushi, and I know I've done a lot of work about him. And the proof is going to be not the part of the evidence that we will be able to tender. We have to go back to Mohbad's petition. And I read, because I have it all the time, the last paragraph Despite the fact that Oba's name was mentioned in 3 places in this petition, the last paragraph read, however, during the assault, they were boasting that they were sent. Wait, I can't see very well. They were sent from the Oba's palace anyway. That they work for the Oba, for Oba Elegushi, and that they have been asked to deal with me for reasons best known to them, which at this date they are still threatening to kill. The word kill me if seen. So if this child belongs to Oba and the incident on the 3rd mainland bridge is established, then we have this petition that Oba will have to answer query to. Because, and I've done this on your platform before, Oba does not have a male child. Culturally, in Nigerian culture, in Yoruba culture, we know how that is very important. So, Oba, we have a lot of questions to answer under cross-examination.
Okay, I agree.
I have passion about Oba Elegushi.
Lady Harris, it's not about that. How can you link him? It's not about. It is one thing.
I have linked him though.
No, wait. You're not.
Please, can I pass this information?
You're gonna go.
Guys?
You're gonna go. Wait. We are saying it is one thing. Let's say Oba. It is possible for Oba to be the father of baby Liam and not be the one who used knife to stab Mohbad. So first, you are going to arrest the person who stabbed Mohbad, and then now that person who stabbed Mohbad, who sent you and who planned it together. Those are the conspirators. Those are the people who are about that
is there.
Otherwise, there is no way. Unless you establish that there was a phone call or there was a premeditation between that killer and the other alibi, that is when you can attach that person. Otherwise, everything is just still like circumstances. Go on.
Sorry, can I pass this information quickly?
If Nigeria is going to, if we do a good job. Yes, ma'am.
Can I quickly pass this information? So, ma'am, please, I just wanted to, kind of educate you on this. Please do not, click on any link.
Okay.
Because if you do so, there are so many things that could happen. Number 1, your location could be tracked. Number 2, you could get a Trojan on your device and your data could be corrupted. So be careful. If anybody sends you, and this goes to everybody listening right now, if anybody sends you any link on TikTok, wherever, be careful not to click on it. It could be a phishing link. And if you click on it, your phone could be corrupted and vital information will be stolen from your phone. So be careful. I just wanted to pass that message across. I'm not saying that was the intention of the guy that dropped. So I just wanted to educate you on that.
I know that. I've been very aware of that. Phishing and spoofing. Phishing and spoofing. I know that.
And man in the middle attack, they could be listening to your conversation.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I only accept
and that's why I told him to play it on the screen by himself.
Yeah, you see, he ran away, right?
He refused, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that was what I wanted to share. Thank you.
Papariano, did you see this photo? It was posted in 2015. And it says on this photo, it says Sam Larry 8 years ago for Elegushi as tax collector. So Sam Larry has worked in the Oba's palace as tax collector. So why is Oba Elegushi lying that he doesn't know Sam Larry?
That is just an associate.
Yeah, that's not true. He knows Sam Larry and he knows Naira Marley very, very well. We have all the videos. Sam Larry is playing.
They go to Legushi's beach all the time.
Naira Marley.
Nobody in Lekki that doesn't go to Legushi beach.
Naira Marley is playing golf in Oba's living room. So that's to tell you how much they know each other. Even Naira Marley knows Shomolu, what was his name? Sanwo-Olu, Lagos State Governor. He campaigned for him in 2023 as governor. It's all over there on the internet. Naira Marley was campaigning for Sanwo-Olu last year.
So also is Sam Larry.
Yeah. So these two people cannot tell me they don't know Sam Larry and Naira Marley. So that's the first lie. They've lied, and we've caught them in that lie. So they know something about it, and they should come clean and tell us. Otherwise, we'll keep bringing more videos to prove that they know them.
Sorry, can I quickly say something?
Yeah.
I think based on the question Paparano asked, I think Obelegushi cannot be connected to the first degree murder, but he can be connected to second degree murder.
Okay, let us know, please.
How?
Because through proof of Sam Larry, it can be connected to Obelegushi. Because you know, there was a time Sam Larry was saying all stations settled, case closed.
True.
We need more explanation on that. That can be connected to Obelegushi. And if they search very well, they can have the first degree murder, the person that carry off the operation, will be one way or the other in phone conversation connected to the second degree murder if we attach Obelegushi as the second degree murder. So what I would say is this: we need some proof, and the proof is going to be like phone conversation and people like Sam Larry. If there is any connection between Sam Larry and Obelegushi, Obelegushi can be charged as a second degree murder. Because you cannot send somebody to go and kill somebody and be somewhere else, although you don't carry out that operation yourself, but you send somebody to carry out the operation. Whether Obelegushi sent Wumi, it was known to Wumi and Obelegushi, or maybe including Sam Larry, how they carry out the operation.
Felony.
So if Obelegushi escaped the first degree murder, with those proof, maybe the petition Mohbad wrote when he was alive to the police, maybe with the statement Sam Larry has made publicly, maybe the connection between Sam Larry and the Obelegushi, if we have and the phone conversation between Wumi and Obelegushi, or between Wumi and Sam Larry, I think he is going to be connected to second degree murder. But the fact is going to remain that if the police can be honest with this proof, because if they have the proof and they're hiding it, there is no way Obelegushi is going to be connected.
Okay.
And one way or the other, if you check the phone conversation, there is going to be a link. That's why the DNA is very important. There's no way you're going to have a child for somebody else and take it to another person. There's going to be a conversation phone conversation, no matter what. There's going to be a phone conversation, argument between Mohbad, Obelegushi, and Wumi.
Okay.
So if you can see those, and the police is honest with us.
Right. Can I?
Sorry, I have an observation, please.
Sorry, can I engage with you? Spider Ride?
Yeah.
Now, looking at the second degree murder, right, which seems to be like more of like felony, right? And looking at that, there is a possibility that from where we started from, which is, let's assume that Liam is a son to Obelegushi, right? And the conversation between Wumi and Obelegushi, or to Sam Larry to Obelegushi, seems to be like a normal plain conversation which, you know, we go into digital forensic and we discover that, okay, yeah, there is no harm in the conversation that they had based on the fact that Obelegushi is the rightful owner of Liam, right? So now, let's say, assuming when or after the event when Mohbad died, right? And then the conversation starts from, how can we clean this mess? And Obelegushi was involved in the name of, this is the mother of your son. Did you want her to go to jail? And Obelegushi coming into that like, no, I can't allow that to happen. I have to protect her, right? I'm just trying to play a devil advocate here, right? So on that note, who still say or stand on the platform of it's still a felony to that as well? Are you getting my, did you get my point?
Yeah, I'm getting your point.
Right. So on which on which level will we call that? Because number one, he haven't say anything. Yes, we've seen that he's the rightful owner of the baby. The first degree is not in the circle of first degree. In the second degree, it's not more of like there, but the conversation in the name of protecting her, like, no, the mother of my son must not go to jail.
And that's what, let's put it this way first.
Right.
You know, there's something I want to tell you now, and you guys should watch out. Wunmi will not want to go down. If Wunmi go down, a lot of things is going to be exposed. Take it or leave it. And that was my fear about this case. Because to me, I don't know anybody's opinion. I will tell you now that Lagos State is involved. The justice is lie on in the hand of Lagos State government. If they want the justice, they know the right thing to do. But government, the governor and Obelegushi, they were connected. Take it or leave it.
Right.
And that was the game they are playing the public.
Right. I agree.
So the justice lie in the hand of Lagos State government. To me, what I was thinking they're going to do in this case is just like, it's going to be the same case as Sylvester. They're going to frustrate everybody to the extent they can do 3 autopsy. At the end of the day, it's going to show different things. Then they will call for settlement. So that was my fear.
That's power Tozu.
But if the police can be
with the international involvement, do you think it's going to end up like Sylvester case?
I'm telling you because I don't know how to put this to you. I've said it before. People were against me, but I'm telling you again.
I'm just asking questions. It's not a matter of we are just rubbing minds together. With the level of the international involvement and the exposure of this case globally, do you think, I understand what you're saying, and it's not about being against you, do you think, I doubt if it will end up like Sylvester. Well, because the awareness of this case is by far more than Sylvester.
Well, I know, but let's make it 50-50.
Okay, that means there is a benefit of doubt if we said, okay, because of the power that the Lagos State have or Nigeria have to step some things down because of the people that may be involved, right?
Yeah, that was my biggest fear.
Yeah, I really understand that.
And the police as well. So if those two things, the government and our police, they can cooperate to be sincere with public, I promise you in the next 30 minutes, we're going to have a justice. But they will never cooperate because they know what is going on and they are in support. That was the reason why we find it difficult to take several months.
You know, the fact that we don't have enough evidence on our side, anything can happen in a case like this. If you have enough evidence on your side, it is difficult for the case to slide. It doesn't matter whether international or no international. In fact, the more you don't even have much evidence, they can even do anyhow. Because if you go international, they will say, okay, what do you want to do? I mean, bring your evidence. Whatever evidence they have, they will present it to the international. Now, this is our findings. This is what we have done. But this guys,
Paparano,
I mean,
you know what? I will try and do research. There was somebody that was killed in Abuja, like 90. I think it was 90. There are 6 guys that was killed by the maybe commissioner of police then in Abuja. I will tell you, I want you to follow that case, and you just do the summary of that case, and you relate this case to the Mohbad. This is not the first case that will happen. People will come out and protest. I want to tell you that those guys, they were Igbo guys.
It's okay. I don't want to, especially from you. Make sure you get it. I don't like to hear anything from you with evidence. Don't worry. When you get it, I will continue.
I will do research and get back to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let me browse it.
So I want to talk about someone's analysis, please.
On Nigeria, anybody who they condemn Nigeria's country, I know you like to talk to them.
Okay.
Yes, let's make things right. Nigeria. And you guys will never make it better. Let's be systematic. Let us